It's very calm today. That's the mood I'm giving, I think. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another stream. My name, of course, is Ama Hexblade, your head guildmaster and chief barista. Very chill day. Today we're gonna be playing some Reverse 1999. Nothing out of the ordinary. Although it is a game that I haven't played in like ever. Like, it's been like it's such like an old game. Or not old game, wrong term for it. It's a game I haven't like explicitly streamed, but it's a game that I do enjoy in my personal time. So like maybe I have an excuse to go through this event together before 2.5 drops with stuff, and they're accelerating all of this like pretty bad. So we got to get this done before the event the event ends, and there's all those other stuff like mains bulletin, all the other like weekly stuff I have to pull myself through, and I'm like, I just haven't had the time for it, but hopefully I should be able to do it now, so I can at least do that for you guys, and also just enjoying the story. I just needed more reasons to talk about the game. So, yeah, without further ado, just give me a second while it loads up and we can get started here. Oh.
When I
Hold
was
up.
little, on a night like this one, I woke up to the sounds of
There we
footsteps
go.
outside my room.
I have Isolde. I love Isolde. She's so good. She's cute. I feel so bad just not playing this as much as I can, as much as I have. Ooh. All the discovery skins are out. Nice. Okay, let me pull through all this stuff and then we'll get to the main meat. You know, just pulling literally all the resources I need. Yep, it's good. This is a gacha. Yeah, unfortunately, it is a gacha, but I've tried my best not to go through spend too much money on it. I don't explicitly spend money on it that much. Like, there's season pass stuff I can get, but like,
The stars are so bright I can't sleep. That's why
I can overlook it if the game is good, and the game has a nice story, a lot of character details that like I don't think I've ever seen in other games like ever. So, and also just an aesthetic and historical like vibe that I have not seen anywhere else, you know. So, also the music's good. It's so chill. A lot of it appears it's just kind of like story and stuff. Piracy, not the fun kind. Also, the voice acting is also good. Like, I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I mean, if you're averse to gachas, then, you know, that's not... I can't say anything.
Miss Simone, did you just say something about the Foundation? Are we not moving off topic? We were discussing our efforts to identify substances.
There's tons of menu are overwhelming, so we can never get into not the monetization. Yes, yeah.
No idea, but it's sure to be the most cheerful, positive, wonderful news.
Oh, medicine pocket, you
That'll
snarky
teach you to
asshole.
run Madam Buckethead out of town. Now it's going to be those Foundation dimwits calling the shots. Ha!
With like every game, is like the menuing will eventually get used to it and like you grow into it, but
You have my word.
man, gacha menus have gotten so bad. They get so bad. I just wish they were more more organized. I would be okay with more clicks instead of having like 12 billion icons like my desktop,
Miss
you know?
Simone, you may relay my message now.
I understand your concerns, Mr. Enigma, but given our present circumstances, the Foundation's involvement may have a bright side.
Also, there's a surprising amount of politics and women in this game, and I'm down for women. And I mean this in a more feminist way. There's women doing cool shit here, and I'm like, I'm down for this game.
Mr. Ulrich. What? Did you switch gears on us, Ulrich?
Also, beings of
For Flux's sake, all I did was ask for
a gender or just more. They're just literal
Speaking
manifestations of
the
objects.
Foundation also sent through their approval for your
Different,
other requests.
lots of different types of characters,
Mostly.
and they're all attractive in their own
They agreed
like
to
unique
supply
way, I
the
guess.
majority of your requested materials, including replenishing a portion of our asymmetrical nuclide R, and they've dispatched field investigators to assist us. Additionally, they've done preliminary screenings on the locations you mentioned and confirmed they meet the specifications of our experiments.
It is currently a bunch of nerd
Foundation
talk
has
at the
never been
moment,
this
so
generous with us
you know,
before.
gonna just let this go through.
Oh,
Don't go popping the champagne just yet, Ulrich. Our new bosses aren't going to come anywhere close to replacing all the asymmetrical nuclide R you've wasted.
Ulrich ignores them, his gaze fixed on the letter in Simone's hands.
Still, it's all too easy. What's the catch?
They want to witness our results firsthand.
The table is smacked once again.
Deal. Someone, anyone, take down the minutes.
Ulrich pounds the table once more, sending waves through the ferrofluid.
They also sent over another possible location that they haven't been able to confirm. A ship. The Foundation has requested that you investigate it personally. The Timekeeper will brief you on the details.
Fine, fish tank. You're off the hook for now.
Regulus glances at them, her eyes fixed on Ulrich, who's calmly removing his disguise.
Just
I love
so we're
Regulus, she's
clear,
so silly too.
You're not planning to smuggle out my treasure, right?
I wouldn't think of it.
Regulus is a
Fab.
pirate,
And
more
you're not angling that I foot the bill for this excursion.
more referencing on music piracy of like the 1960s. So she's more British and likes rock and roll, that type of thing. He's very
The
cute.
Foundation's intel appears accurate. After some preliminary checks, I am certain this will be an ideal locale to conduct our experiments. I've never seen such intense readings of asymmetrical nuclide R outside of the store.
Ooh.
Now hold on a minute, Ulrich.
I don't want to
You're
like
not
say
about to
anything
take a
because I don't want to
swing,
like
are you?
interrupt. I don't want to interrupt.
Only if necessary.
With my record? You've got to be off your rocker, mate.
Not at all. It's time it was returned to its rightful owner.
Also, just that's a Beatles album. That's just a Beatles album, and I love it for that.
Oh, my darling. Oh, my treasure. Welcome home. Oh, I'll broadcast your tracks on Radio Apple for 72 hours straight and hold the rockinest party ever just for you. Oh, you've got my word.
Such a cutie.
Hold on. You're not about to withhold my funds, are you?
Fret not, Regulus. Given its special significance to you, we made its composition analysis our first priority. Now that the first step is done, I'm more than happy to return it to you.
But what about your experiments?
Clutching our little thing in our hands, Regulus hesitates, then reluctantly hands it to Ulrich. Ulrich clears his throat again, donning the feigned formality of his disguise once more.
Not to worry. I've already made arrangements.
He proudly raises his coat to unveil Laplace's latest masterpiece. Dozens of identical Little Thing records are stacked neatly together.
We went to great lengths to ensure these replicas were identical in every way. We even reproduced the ink used in the signature.
Motherfucker's pirated.
Identical
He's
down to
copied
their
all of
heart
them.
and soul, courtesy of Laplace craftsmanship. We've achieved complete consistency in both composition and appearance.
Ulrich's proud tone is cut off by Regulus's exclamation of surprise. What?
Well, I've got to hand it to you. They're dead ringers for the real thing. But this is piracy. And not the fun kind. Musical piracy.
See, this is where I'm like, dang, I thought you were cool, Regulus. You draw the line at
Times
musical
call for
piracy?
drastic measures.
That's
I hope
unfortunate.
you'll find it in your heart to forgive us, Regulus.
Oh, to be continued. See, I wonder, like, when the actual part of the story happens involving a boat. We're only, like, technically halfway, but we've only gotten actually on the ship itself. Which I'm like, what the fuck? The hateful hometown. Not sure what that could be referring to, actually. Cumulus clouds drift slowly across the night sky like the rolling waves of the sea, countless stars glinting gently behind them. The dampened sea breeze has laid a heavy layer of moisture on the surfaces of the ship. Standing at the observation window, the captain's face betrays no emotion. There's a faint, hesitant sound at her door. Oh, Miss Grace.
Oh, Miss Vatutu. I hadn't expected you to visit.
Grace's face lights up, every inch radiating joy. She eagerly opens the door, affectionately pulling Fatutu into the room.
I must say, it's a welcome relief from the onslaught of greedy businessmen and boorish officials.
Attractive,
All puff and no substance.
but
Bloated, lifeless.
I don't know. That
They
blue
remind me of
and
the
black color
specimens
scheme
of
is making
decay
me
from my
suspicious.
collection.
Decaying specimens? Miss Grace, you mean body?
Hush. Let's just leave things at that.
She's sus. I don't like her. As he squints as she studies the faintly protruding veins on the girl's hands, imagining the what the hell?
So then, you're here to talk about something else? Go ahead.
I don't like her.
Yes, Miss Grace.
The description concerns me.
I just wanted some advice, if you don't mind.
Not at all, my dear. We are friends, aren't we?
I don't like that they're friends.
We are venturing into the unknown. So it is little surprise that you feel lost. But disorientation is a dangerous enemy. I am more than happy to help. Relax and keep an open mind, dear. We have a long night ahead.
A few soft, subtle noises come from the outside, but they are not enough to disrupt the intimate conversation. Grace sits on her parka, watch her gaze drifting past the door, slightly ajar, a faint smile,
The
teasing her
thing
lips.
is, I tried to ignore the outside world, just like you said, but I failed.
Aww. The tutu instinctively lowers her head. Oh
The
no!
idea of raising a spear against people I know so little about, even if it was to avenge my home. I felt I had to learn more about these outsiders, to understand them. I'm sorry I went against your advice.
I thought that learning about them would harden my resolve. I thought that I would hate them from the depths of my soul. That the hatred would be so strong that I'd feel no remorse. That I would see in them what you and Manus Vindictae do.
Up there it is. She said the thing.
But
Manus Vindictae. Up. Okay. Oh no.
instead, after interacting with the people here,
oh no, she likes him too much.
But Tutu, my dear, there's no shame in having second thoughts.
Huh.
How could you not? This was but your first glimpse of a world so much wider than you knew. But you'll soon realize that it is nothing more than a dying corpse. Its lungs still clinging on to its last breath. The face rots first, you know. It's a nasty scene, I assure you. Those shrinking, putrefying eyeballs are always a headache for taxidermists.
Oh.
Next, the chest cavity.
Okay.
It rots out from the inside, bloating with noxious gases produced by its decomposing flesh, until it's ready to pop like a party balloon.
Why are you saying this to like a baby
At
kid?
this stage, if you were to hold your breath and look only to the limbs, you might marvel at the artisanship. Such a perfect creation.
What the actual fuck?
Yet it dies all the same. So it goes. Do you see the world any clearer now? Take your time. Think it through.
Grace Lapis hits on the board beside her, as if keeping time with the faint footsteps outside. What in the world is her plan? What?
The outsiders are different from what I expected. Miss Grace, are you sure they're truly evil?
No. Don't. It might be good. It's not a good thing. God's ladder more distinct. Following Grace's gaze, Vitudu noticed an enormous shadow on the other side of the porthole. Can Paracelsus really create such an enormous silhouette?
They are cunning, menacing, and at times have even been known to engage in eavesdropping.
Uh-oh. The shadow creeps closer toward them, stealthy and deliberate.
Miss Grace, watch out! It's some kind of monster!
There's no doubt this cutting description has angered the shadowy intruder. Uh-oh.
It's here!
Is that Parcerola?
I'll protect you, Miss Grace!
Ooh, do I get to play as them? Yeah. Well, okay, not as them.
Take my hand. You might feel better.
We make an ideal team.
I usually act alone, but fine, I'll try to get along.
Do you feel ready to discuss it?
Oh, it is her. Okay. Peculiar eavesdropper. Cute. Conductor's baton. After activity. Nothing too complicated, it seems.
Guns loaded.
I don't think there's actually any reason for me to worry too much about this.
Trail's still warm.
A fragment of truth.
Guns loaded.
There we go.
The trail was all too obvious.
Would you care to lie down?
Don't waste my time.
This is a breach of free breeze passenger etiquette. This is a breach of free breeze passenger etiquette.
Hello. What are you doing here?
I'm existing. I'm watching whatever the fuck this game is.
Aw, thank you.
I'm debating buying a video game. Should I buy it?
What's the game?
Abyss Rising. It's an RTS game.
No use in avoiding.
It's apparently a Command and Conquer like that's actually good.
Interesting. And what is your take on it? Like,
I
do you
haven't
think
played
you'd
it.
like it?
I like Command and Conquer, and everyone keeps saying it's like it's what if Westwood didn't shit the bed. It's Tiberium's son too, and that's the one a lot of people are like, yep, good.
I truly know nothing about what you're saying, but I wish you best of luck in trying to figure this shit out.
All you need to know about Command and Conquer, the Tiberium franchise at least, is that GDI would never kill children, and peace through power.
Huh.
And what else?
Those two seem very contradictory.
So the basic plot of Command and Conquer, you can explain this, or do you not care?
I mean,
I'll make it quick.
Go ahead.
Okay, so basically you have, in the late 90s, this asteroid, this new mineral crashes on Earth called Tiberium.
Tiberium.
Lands near the Tiber River in Europe.
Uh-huh.
And Tiberium has some unique properties. It basically siphons elements that are like hard to get to on Earth, like and concentrates them into this unique mineral called Tiberium. And the downside is Tiberium kind of like mutates the fuck out of all living things nearby it and absolutely pollutes the fuck out of everything to where it's like only inhabitable by certain people. And this is like 90s, end of history, air quotes, like America and Europe are kind of the global defining force, right? And they form, have an arm of the UN called the Global Defense Initiative, which is like basically
the UN, but not really.
Basically NATO/UNSC. And then there's this other group, a mysterious corporation/cult/terrorist group called the Brotherhood of Nod, led by their charismatic leader, Kane, who is like knew about Tiberium before it landed on Earth somehow and has the majority of the globe's supply and has been using it to make advanced technology.
I'm guessing because aliens or something.
It is absolutely because aliens. That doesn't really get explored into detail until the third game.
Okay.
And then the Red Alert series is what if Einstein invented a time machine, went back in time and
killed Hitler. Yeah. Oh, they don't have an atom bomb anymore. We're still losing.
No, they still have an atom bomb. They still have an atom bomb. The no atom bomb is 3 because the Soviets lose, go back in time and kill Einstein.
That's what it was.
Yeah, and that results in no atom bomb existing, which results in the Empire of the Rising Sun, played by George Takei. God, Red Alert 3 is so good. Please play it.
I've seen the funny review from Bricky, so
the review is good, but that's not even everything. Like, there's so much more. Like, Mount Rushmore gets converted into like every president has like a weapon of mass destruction laser in its head in Mount Rushmore. And you have to stop the president of the United States, unless they actually play JJ.
But it sounds like you still miss your home. So why speak of it that way?
Oh, why do I forget his name? I feel bad now.
You know who I'm talking about. He's in a lot of stuff. Omni-Man. Anyway,
J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, the actor who played him, and he's the president of the United States in that game. Anyway,
yes.
And then in Tiberium's son, which is the sequel. It's like, okay, Cain was thought to have been killed. He's actually alive. And he's making like cyborg AI, and then the world is slowly getting fucked over by Tiberium. Yeah,
J.K. Simmons, thank you.
I feel like I'm fake fan. Fake fan me.
It fills the air and every conversation.
And then like you're fighting like horrible like mutants in addition to like Nod and GDI. And then the third game is like weirdly, the third game, if you've seen the Bricky video, you really know all you need to know about the third game.
Yeah, I've seen the Bricky video.
You know that one then?
Yes.
But I'm told that like Tempest Rising is like, what if it's basically what if someone made a Command and Conquer 2 style game in Unreal Engine and it's like good, and it's as if Westwood never died.
It's no fun at all.
Because Westwood is one of those companies that's in like the EA graveyard.
To be Cremonese is to take pride in its music, its history.
It's a big graveyard, unfortunately.
Aw.
There's like Pandemic Studios, Origin, which was a company before it became a launcher. And then there's Visceral, which are the guys who made Dead Space. BioWare's not there yet. Hopefully it stays that way.
But it hasn't gotten that bad yet.
No, apparently the newest Dragon Age is sold well, allegedly.
Good. Oh, did you know that the this absolutely not related. Did you know that Gura posted one last project video?
No, I didn't. What'd she post?
I'll send it to you. It's one like one last song.
I can look it up.
I just sent it to you.
Ash again? Oh damn.
No, Gargura X.
Oh wait, Casey Edwards. What?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Devil May Cry?
Yeah.
Not so many as you anyway.
Well, 5 specifically. I don't think Casey ever works on any of the ones.
The vibe is very specific. Devil May Cry. I mean, it's also very somber, but it is.
Now they just need to license this for DMC 6. That will never come out.
That's not gonna happen.
Because I don't think Itsuno works at Capcom anymore, but I could be mistaken.
Damn.
I mean, DMC 5 is like the most like perfect send-off they could possibly do. Yeah, he currently works at Lightspeed Studios and has for the past year.
Okay.
Which is one of Tencent's companies. They are the company that has made they are currently working on Final Fantasy XIV Mobile, Battle Aces, something called Last Sentinel, and previously worked on PUBG Mobile, League of Legends Wild Rift, but only the Chinese version, Undrawn, and the now discontinued Apex Legends Mobile.
You are the very star of the free breeze.
Dang. But yeah, listen to that song. It's really good.
Also, Itsuno apparently directed Dragon's Dogma.
What about you, Miss Grace?
I feel like I've been so out of the Western video game scene, I don't know what even you're talking about anymore.
Dragon's Dogma is a Japanese game.
You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean. Those are Japanese games.
I'm out of the popular game loop. I genuinely am.
Dragon's Dogma, I wouldn't say is like hyper popular. It's like, I think the most popular aspect was people like killing Asmongold's pawn.
I mean, that's in general, people just like doing that to Asmongold, but you know.
But I don't know too much about Dragon's Dogma. I know it's like a third-person fantasy action RPG, and I know it's like kind of subversive and has some like interesting mechanics, but I wouldn't say it's like near level of like fuck you, play the game 5 times, but it does have a little bit of maybe play the game multiple times. Maybe there's more here that you didn't realize at first.
The sailors aboard often ask me to play the songs of their youth.
But yeah, Itsuno doesn't work there anymore. Oh, he worked on Dragon's Dogma 2 as well. Neat. He was the director. I didn't know that. I didn't know he directed that game. I only really knew him for Devil May Cry, but it looks like he's actually worked on a lot of shit.
I'd be more than happy to help after all you've done.
But yeah, he doesn't work there anymore, unfortunately.
That's kind of
Very
you.
sad.
Aw.
Hopefully someone can pick
sure
up the
it'll be a
torch,
great
but
help to us.
others have tried and have not
I'm
succeeded.
more than happy to help Patutu. It is my job after
I
all.
say that. Devil May Cry 1 wasn't made by him. And he technically did make 2, asterisk. He it's more like, you know, the gif of Donald Glover walking in the room with the fire and like the you know, people
You mean the This Is
dying?
America?
No, I
music
meant
video?
the bit from Community.
Oh, the
where
bit
he
from
walks-
Community where it comes in with pizzas.
The darkest timeline. Yeah, where he
Yeah.
drops the pizza. That's basically Itsuno's directorial process on Devil May Cry 2.
Ah.
He's
okay.
like, my understanding is like it was getting passed from studio to studio and director to director. And then Itsuno shows up and is given the reins, and he's like, okay, what the game needs to ship in like less than a year. What have we got done? It's like, I mean, we got the first level done. There are no enemies in it though. And he was just like, fuck. And so then he put it out, and then it's like it's amazing that it exists at all. It's like that level of fucked. And then my understanding is he basically was like, please let me make another Devil May Cry game. I do not want this like to be my legacy with this like franchise. And then he made Devil May Cry 3, which basically set the standard for the series going forward.
I have one last
The future.
question. I was wondering, how do you stay so determined?
This game is like a guilty pleasure because I know it's not like the best watching thing. It is basically a visual novel, you know? I mean, it's a gacha game. It's a visual novel with like RPG elements, you know.
It's a gacha game. It's gonna be like that.
A little impenetrable.
I would say it's impenetrable. It's just like I get it. Like that's just what the game is.
Yeah.
It also needs to run on a phone. And if it runs on a phone, then it can't be like crazy unless it's made by MiHoYo.
Then it expects you to run it on the best phone possible.
You can run Genshin on a shit phone, but it's going to run at 30 FPS and your phone's going to die fast. Or get really hot. In which case you should probably just stick to fucking, I don't know. What's the Honkai that's not Star Rail?
Impact Third.
Impact Third. Isn't that one? I think that one's 2D. I could be mistaken. Also Punishing Grey Raven, which I have not played. I hear it's very good.
Oh. And the you know, I don't know. These types of games I always just feel like are just a little I keep saying impenetrable.
I mean,
you know?
I think it's just like visual novels are not like super popular in the West. Like they're I think people accept them as like a style of cutscene in addition to like maybe a more complicated game. Like a lot of the Persona cutscenes are really just visual novel cutscenes, but with like 3D characters.
Yeah,
You know
or
what I
like
mean?
live 2D peeps.
Yeah. Same with like, you know, the MiHoYo style games. Like a lot of the Zenless Zone Zero cutscenes are functionally just visual novel cutscenes, but like you have this deeper action game on top of that, so it's not really the same.
All these have been running for like 4 days. Oh, I'm so behind. That's like one of the things the game like I suppose isn't like I never like games that have like weekly check-in type things. Because it basically
that?
like they have events that like reset every week, you know? If that's what you mean, but it's not a it's never like a bad thing. It's just like, well, dang, that's annoying. You know, and the occasional funny gacha roll that doesn't give me anything.
Don't panic, my lord.
This
If
game
you had
is...
a ballpark estimate, how much would you think that you've spent on this game so far?
Seasonal pass, like less than $100. It's not bad. John Titor, my favorite.
4A6F686E.
Good sign.
Hexadecimal.
F72.
Yes. I've started to at least be able to sort of almost read hexadecimal. Almost.
For
it's a
what
little
purpose, though.
For fucking none. No purpose. For funnies. Like, legitimately, I'm just like, I keep seeing hex and I'm like, because they all start as a certain... Because it's ASCII like 100... I don't remember. It all starts at some point, right? So, like... Because I think it was like 4A is the letter H or something like that. Or 4A, not 4H.
Who's the funny person with the big shades?
Regulus. Oh, she's cute. She's like a 1960s mod girl. If you... Mod culture is like, think Austin Powers.
Gotcha.
And
I should probably watch Austin Powers.
And she's like a conglomerate of like 1960s culture, like specifically British UK culture.
Gotcha.
So Beatles, rock and roll. She's a pirate, as in pirate radio pirate. She has a little boat. She's a little boat, and she loves the Beatles records. I think one of her treasure records, I'm pretty sure, is a copy of "Help" from the Beatles.
What preparations?
Of course, they can't literally use a copy of "Help," but it's. I'll find it really quick.
No, I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
You know. Of our guests' musical preferences, then prepare a song list to match. Then we must carefully organize our transitions to optimize the flow of the concert.
Wait.
Hold on. Something dropped.
Concert? What are you on about? This is rock and roll, love. A proper rock and roll party.
See? Isn't she great?
No arrangements?
Yeah, she's definitely gives the Austin Powers vibe.
This isn't what I was taught to do in
No, also
Cremona.
she's voiced by Tataru from Final Fantasy
As
XIV.
musicians,
Same voice
we have
actor.
a responsibility
Oh,
to
I
ensure
think
that
I kind of
every
hear
listener
it.
enjoys an exquisite and seamless experience.
Yeah, Tataru's a little bit more nervous. Regulus has a bit more confidence and or a little bit more stupid in her.
Sounds a bit
Tataru's more reserved.
Come on, no reason to get all hung up on the details. Music is freedom. The only thing that matters in rock and roll are the vibes. You don't use your brain. You feel it in your heart, babe.
And then
Guess you're miserable.
Barcarella is more of a
Taught you that, eh?
she's Italian, I think. And
Sounds like an Italian name.
And currently in game we're on basically
But just to be clear,
not the Titanic.
next time we do it my way.
I only say not the Titanic because
You're an inspiration to musical directors the whole world over.
I only say it like as in like not the Titanic because it's clearly a ship that's more designed like based on 1920s-esque.
You can
I think
find
that's
player in the
a
welter
little
backstage.
bit in that range, I guess. I don't know.
Titanic was 1912.
Yeah. No, Titanic came out in 1999, silly.
Shut up. Shut
Is this
up.
what you call heavy metal?
I wonder if we'll ever live in a time where, like,
no.
more people know
First
about
up
the
is an
Titanic
iconic
movie
taste of
than the
psychedelic
Titanic
rock.
event.
But I haven't even found the power socket yet.
Clang of metal echoes from the lower decks, growing louder and clearer. Oh no, what's going on?
Maybe you are on the Titanic.
Oh no, it is functionally the Titanic. The name of this the name of the little mini episode is called, I think it's like
Timekeeper,
The Last
those
Evenings on
sounds are
Earth.
familiar, aren't they?
Yeah, it's
Percussion sounds, sprinkled with screams of pain.
this is my
This man has been
player
dictated.
character. And my cute Italian
top hat.
My cute little Italian assistant, Sonetto, yeah. Uh-oh. And then there's the bad guys. Who are kind of like, I don't know, how could I describe it? Like, radicalized magicians. In this world are called, like, arcanists.
Persistent pests again.
Arcanists.
Which hellhole did they
Arcanists,
crawl
yes.
out of this time?
Don't worry, Senora Regulus. I won't let them disturb your rock party.
Calmly, fiercely before them.
You oafish barnacles are ruining the atmosphere and scaring our guests. I very much doubt you're doing this with the approval of Captain Grace.
Oh yeah, she's the cruise
You
director.
should be working in the engine room, not making noise up on deck. Have you all forgotten the Seafarer's Code of Conduct?
I don't think talking to the... I don't think that's gonna work.
Sinetto, Regulus, get the crowd out of here. Get ready to engage with these Maneth thugs. Understood. Miss Barcarola, I'll ask you kindly to step back from these brutes.
Please, Senora. There's no need for alarm. I know they may look a little strange, but they're just engine crew. They work here. And as such, as our musical director, I have some authority over them.
It's generally a little more
It is my
sussy that I'm
duty
like,
to
huh,
ensure all our guests have a safe
all
and
the evil
enjoyable
people
stay.
also work here as well. We're all working together.
Now
What?
I see how
This
the
makes no
Maneth kept
sense.
themselves hidden.
Oh.
Is that Barcarola? What's she doing over there?
If you've come to be entertained or perhaps for some music lessons, I would be more than happy to assist you in the crew quarters later. However, your musical talents will not be needed at this time.
You
as
gotta...
we already have a scheduled performance.
You guys gotta get out of here. Oh.
Stop then!
Okay, there we go. Do 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 do.
Just as what's been practiced countless times.
Also, doesn't this character look like Jill?
Hold on.
Oh, come
A
on.
little bit. Yeah.
Do you see it?
There's no need to knock.
Could you send
saw
her
you
a
use the new
screenshot?
Matador.
Yeah, I sent her a screenshot.
What did she say?
Yeah, fancy. Do you see it? The fucking
Yes, I see it.
smug smile. It's good. Also, this art is fucking good.
Which character is me
Ugh.
in this game? That is good art.
Pick one, and I will describe it to you, I suppose.
No, just tell me which one you think matches my vibe, whether it be aesthetically or personality-wise.
VTuber-wise, you're TTT.
TTT.
It'll make sense.
Oh, finally made up your mind to share some secrets with me?
Good
Grab
vibe.
those onion rings and popcorn and come closer. Yes.
Okay, so her story.
Okay.
Her story is. Where's the summary? Was it? She was an arcanist who got trapped in the internet.
I see.
And now she manifests herself through television and electronics. That's why she looks like this. And that's why her attack is labeled privacy policy. And other just general TV stuff.
Gotcha.
Her first outfit has a hidden bit to it. Do you see that album cover?
Yeah.
Do you recognize it at all?
Is that... I mean, the blue makes me want to say Weezer, but I have a feeling that's not the correct answer.
No, so this is, what's it? Okay, what's the best, how do I describe this shit? It's an image from CERN. Does that help you at all?
No.
So this is also I would say one of the first photographs uploaded to the internet.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. The first image ever uploaded to the internet was this band, Les Horribles Cernettes. This was a in-house band from CERN.
Incredible.
Who made the internet, right? Or who developed the internet.
Tim Berners-Lee was there, and he developed the technology that led to the web.
Yeah, but this album is on the screen. Is on the game.
Yeah.
So like they have like lots of references of like just historical stuff, and that's why it kind of activates my brain. Because there's a lot of like history, like knowledge, like involved that you kind of like gotta get to understand who like some of these characters are. Like they're Sputnik. It's literally just Sputnik.
15, 116. Oh, hey.
She's adorable.
Oh, damn it. 114, 115.
She's counting because counting station.
Yeah.
There's also the girls from The Shining.
Are you here for Louisa or Lisa?
Literally the girls from The Shining.
What the fuck is door?
It is a mirror.
Hello, curious explorer. I hope what reflects in the mirror would bring you joy.
Door is a mirror.
I see.
There's the alien that does all the cow abductions. He's pretty chill, actually.
My dear friend.
There's the cow. Nick Bottom is from Midsummer's Night's Dream, Shakespeare. Oliver Fogg is a Victorian chimney sweep. Bunny she's Texan. I can't figure out any other. I can't figure out any other detail about her.
Where's my hanky?
Is she normally in a bunny outfit?
Yes, this is her regular outfit.
I see.
I mean, her better one is just she has more stuff and is cuter.
I wish there were bunny girl places here. There sadly aren't.
She's not from Texas. She's from Mississippi. My bad.
Oh, that might explain it.
Y'all want some fries, burgers, or apple martini?
She's adorable. She's very cute.
Sit tight, might not again.
Big
Nick,
burger, big
what?
beer.
No, Nick Bottom. That's a character from Midsummer's Night's Dream. Don't fucking look at me. This is normal. He's actually like normal. Oh, there's Onion, who is literally the Onion.
Welcome our mysterious guest. Oops.
You know, like the satire, the satirical news site, The Onion.
That's an interesting choice for a Japanese game.
This is Chinese, but well, The Onion, and also it's a lot of American culture too. But yeah, it's The Onion, a satirical news site portrayed as a sensationalist journalist, which is like that's pretty good, like in terms of takes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the poltergeist from Poltergeist is here. We have Eagle Scout. Barbara is a hard one. Is a wild one, because her story mimics Dolly, the first genetically cloned sheep, and her story also kind of reflects that.
It's you.
What is it?
You patting me on the shoulder so suddenly triggered my genetic memory of being preyed upon.
She also has a Walkman. That's great. Yeah, her story's based on what was it? Yeah, her story is based on Dolly, the first genetically engineered sheep. The story in game is that she was a test tube baby between an arcanist, a human, and a sheep. I don't know how the sheep got in.
Sheep?
But
maybe the scientist was wearing a wool sweater.
Yeah, it's a little weird. There's horror. The one that actually fucks me up the most is Click, because his character concept.
If possible.
What is his character concept?
Would be appreciated.
Photographer. He's a ghost. And he's
supposed to be like ghost photography?
He's a war photographer.
Ah.
That's why he's a ghost.
I see.
Particularly, like, if I had to, let's see here. 1940s. So that's
got blown the fuck up.
Yeah, got blown the fuck up in World War II. I feel bad for him. There's also like the character variant, like the characters, like there's so many different types. It's very neat. Like we have Regulus over there, Sweetheart, which you can tell is literally just Marilyn Monroe, which is personally my favorite. Just because the fact that she's literally Marilyn Monroe. Like,
I don't know how they got away with that. But...
well, by not calling her Marilyn Monroe. Instead calling her Sweetheart. Because one of Monroe's, like, epithets, if you would call it that, is America's Sweetheart.
I don't know if that's the right word for that, but...
Not, like, one of her, like nicknames, I guess, is a better way to put it. John Titor, as I told you. Apple, which is, I'm pretty sure is just various different types of apples in history. I think in part.
Macintosh in there.
Are you here to confirm this apple's
He has a little glasses. He's so
Don't
cute.
worry.
No. It's a little bit different. Or no. 1960s UK. So he's a combination of
it could also be Newton's.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's new from the image. I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be Newton's apple. What was it? There's the full art. Yeah, he's supposed to be. I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be Newton's apple. But at the same time, the capitalization in his name also probably refers to Apple computers because that's really close to their actual stock ticker. Do you remember? Like, I'm pretty sure Apple's stock ticker is
yeah, it's APPL. That is it.
Oh no, the Apple stock ticker is AAPL. So it was close. So it's So instead of that, it's APPL. Look at him go, funky man. Love him. But I love this one. They have a statue of this image. I kind of want it because he just looks so smart. I love him. There's the Lysaurus, which is, I believe, a Greek statue. Lilia has an interesting history. If I get rid of her outfit, if I get rid of her regular outfit, she's actually, her broom is a fighter jet, and that's a reference to what was it?
Like that.
The Soviet battalion called, what was it? The Strike Witches? Which was a Soviet women's battalion. She has, like, this is a skin that I have for her that is fun. What other people? We have literally, we have Voyager, who is, you know, the space shuttle. Or not shuttle, the satellite.
Yeah, the Voyager space probe with the golden record.
Yep, she doesn't talk. A lot of the things that she does play as like voice lines are from the voyage, are from the actual track. She does say cute things occasionally, but lots of classical music references. Also, yeah, there's the violin. There's also like bits of like she knows a ton of languages, which is also a reference to part of the golden record, which includes like greetings in multiple different languages, that type of thing. Always great. Sotheby, which is less of a person, more of a representation of a brand, which is funny. Sotheby is a old still existing auction house.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
And this is reflected in her because she's just an incredible erudite, very rich healer, arcanist, or alchemist. Wrong word. There's some people here from the 80s, like Jay, who's more like, or Joe, who's more of a...
Kids allowed, but I'll make an exception.
What was he from? California in the 80s? It's very cool. He's a blacksmith. And then there's there's a knight, which is very cute.
Bonjour. Comment allez-vous?
So he's French. He's somewhere from the Middle Ages. And his sword, if I can get the art of his sword, says on it Durandal. Durandal is
marathon.
Durandal is the sword wielded by the knight Roland.
No, I know. I'm making a very stupid.
Yeah.
I'm making a very stupid joke.
So yeah, this is Roland. So fucking cool. Also, just this outfit's fucking sick. God damn. There's a lot of things like that. Another one I also personally love is. Let's see here. Where are they? 6 and 37. I have 6 and 37's down here. 37 and 6 are Greek or references to Greeks. Do you know the basically followers of Pythagoras? I forgot the name of the religion that Pythagoras actually founded. But you know the one I'm talking about, right?
Pythagorean theorem, right? Yeah.
Yeah, no, but he founded a cult. You know that, right?
Yeah, so the Pythagorean theorem, it's about the cults, like their doctrine.
Yeah, it's their doctrine. There's like a bunch of other stuff, like you can't eat beans, general stuff like that. But they're based off of a variation of that in lore. Melania is also cute. She's Phantom Thief.
Can I help you?
You got the calling card and
Sorry,
everything.
Your visit was not in my plan, so I'm feeling a bit nervous.
She's really cute. Argus is a bounty hunter.
Got a job for me.
And I'm pretty sure she's actually... Is she from actually Texas? Yeah, she's Texan.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Not
Again,
morbidly
boss?
obese enough to be Texan.
No, this ain't the time to catch up. I'm gonna take a nap.
But
first.
otherwise pretty good. Can we see the boots? I need to rate the boots. Also, hold on. Let me fucking turn my game down that I'm playing.
She is a Argus is a
Those are pretty solid boots.
So, bounty hunter. She's
Got like
bounty hunter.
a repeater, it looks like. Nice. So
Very
then that's
nice.
is that a repeater or a shotgun? I can't. I think
Shotgun.
that might be a shotgun actually, yeah. Double
shotgun.
barrel.
But yeah, she's sick.
Can I hear the accent?
Sure. Nope, wrong one.
Rain or shine, I hated winter when I was a youngin'. I didn't have no warm clothes, you see. So either way, I was shivering.
Not bad.
Huh? Thinking of switching up your style? You got it. I'll take you to Wriggler when I've got the chance. They've got
She's
the
so
best
hot.
outfits for bull riders.
She's really good. I like that her character name is Argus, which was, what was it? Mythology? Greek mythology? And
think so.
her, you know, aesthetics are based off of a peacock with all the peacock feathers and stuff. But
The famous Texan animal, the peacock.
no, well, there's more than that, because the thing is, she's a bounty hunter, so she tracks people down, so she sees everything theoretically.
Yeah.
But she's actually blind in one eye, which is the eye that's covered by the hat. Which is like a really neat kind of like a lot of different things going on in there. Different references. The one I like so much that reminds me of Jill is she is a therapist or psychologist from Vienna who follows a bunch of who follows a lot of Freudian teachings.
I usually act alone, but fine.
Not usually in a bad way, but like, you know, it is what it is.
Alright, just one thing. I will be home by 10.
Yes.
Are you seeking my service?
This should be good.
My duty lies with you.
That was a crazy what's the word? It was a big tangent just explaining character details that I like so much.
No, you're good.
That's good, though.
The moment of utterance. The moment of silence.
Handle it gently.
Until the torch is lit. Learn from silence.
Hey!
This game has also done some crazy shit like collaborate with the Discovery Channel. Specifically because of how many historical references this game has, that it's like kind of educational. It's like the thing that FGO used to do. FGO did a book collab at one point where they basically put on display a lot of books that were for servants that came from stories. So, like, for example, if I think there was like a book cover for.
Take it easy.
They had like a book cover for like Frankenstein, and Frankenstein, like the servant, was on like a little insert. It was really cute, but it was like just selling copies of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. It's very nice.
What's happening? Why are they acting crazy?
Why are they acting crazy? You have no... They might be crazy.
As the musical director at the Free Breeze, I can't allow you to harm our guests.
Barcerola, I think you should give up now.
Enough of your nonsense, foolish outsider.
Oh, Barcelola. I thought you said someone else.
No.
No! Hobo protect!
Oh.
Are you okay, Barcarola?
Barcarola. I say Barcerola. That was close.
What are you doing, Fatutu? That is an outsider. Have you forgotten your duty to your people?
No, never.
But how's your day been?
Come on,
For me, it's just kind of been,
this is not defending our home.
you know.
And it
I
doesn't feel
I
like
haven't
avenging
done
it
shit.
either.
I'm gonna be real.
I haven't done
What we
shit.
suffered was not these
I
people's
have
has to be a
I
better
played
solution
video
to all
games
this.
for a couple hours. I watched a lot of The
isn't our way.
Expanse.
It
Have I
isn't
told you about The
right.
Expanse? I don't remember.
A little bit, yeah.
I guess I was texting you and Jill about it last night. But
Mm.
the general all you really need to know is like it takes place hundreds of years in the future where like Mars has been and the moon have been colonized and we have also made stations and colonies on like kind of the outer like outside the asteroid belt for mainly for gathering resources and for research. And those are like in like Ceres. Io has like a helium-3 mine.
Ooh.
There's the trying to think of some others. There's like entire space stations that have their own orbit separate from an existing like planetary or like body. Like Tycho Station, which is like a shipyard, and just a bunch of stuff like that. And it takes place 200 years in the future. Like the UN controls Earth, and Earth and Mars are kind of in a Cold War, and the belt is kind of like the belt being people not from Earth or Mars who live in the asteroid belt and beyond, who are kind of a mixture of like tribes and like factions that kind of, you know, have conflicting interests but are generally not satisfied with the state of the system. And, you know, slight spoiler, there is this alien substance called proto-molecule that appears pretty early on into the show that kind of upsets the balance of power and throws things into disarray, and it's very good. It's very Gundam-esque in the sense that like no side is really treated as straight evil. It's like every side has reasons that are kind of rational to act the way they are, and there are heroes and villains on each side. Like it's very clear, like, oh, you know, Mars and Earth are kind of oppressing, you know, the belt, but some people in the belt want to take it too far, and then like Mars has like legitimate grievances against Earth, but then sometimes there are people on Mars who again want to take it too far, and then there's people on Earth who have legitimate grievances against Mars and the belt, but then again they want to take it too far.
Space.
There's good people who do bad things because they have good reasons to do them, and then there's people who are just straight evil, and there's people who you can maybe see how they became evil, and then there's, you know, all this different stuff. There's people who have to make like hard decisions and struggle with them, and there's a character who I don't know how I would describe him because there's not really a obvious parallel. He is basically a man who is incapable of making good decisions on his own, and I don't mean good as in like he does stupid things, although he does do them sometimes. More as like he is, at the beginning of the show at least, kind of incapable of making moral decisions.
Okay.
Like at one point a guy is like saying we're leaving this station now because if we don't we will be killed, and it's like, no, we said we'd wait 3 hours for this guy to show up, we're not leaving. And then he pulls a gun out and he says, okay, we're leaving right now, I don't want to have to shoot you. And then the guy who can't make moral decisions instantly gets up and grabs a gun and shoots him in the back of the head. He doesn't even try to negotiate with him, and everyone else looks at him like he's a fucking psycho. It's really good. It's also like it tries to be as realistic as it can while also still being entertaining. Like if a hole gets punched through your ship, you don't instantly turn into paste, because that's not how real life works. That's not how pressure works in real life. Like a hole in your ship is a problem, but it doesn't mean instant death. Or the fact that like, hey, you can't really do crazy maneuvers in space without like pancaking yourself, because G-force is a thing even in space. It's very good, very well animated, very well acted. A lot of who's of like sci-fi stuff that if you like watch a lot of sci-fi media, you might recognize an actor who's like in the show.
Is Will Wheaton in it?
I don't believe so.
Okay, good.
It's more like, hey, they got the actor that plays Adam Jensen to play a cyborg.
Yo, what?
He's not like a cyborg. He's
voice
like,
actor or face? Voice actor or face claim?
Voice actor.
Nice. That sounds so fucking funny.
And it's not even like he's an asshole. He's not like a good character. He's not a hero. He happens to play a cyborg.
He just happens to sound like Adam.
One of the main I don't know if she's a main character. This character Avasarala, she's like one of the politicians on Earth. She's like at least at the beginning of the show, she's like the UN Undersecretary of Defense. And she plays one of the Quarian admirals in Mass Effect 2 and 3, which is like a relatively minor character.
Yeah.
I should be. I've got no clue where he's at now. He dashed off with the roaring machine, mumbling something about sound wave frequency and nuclide R. Still, I might as well give it a shot. If I can still recall Laplace's internal frequency, that is.
Sinetto, we must calm the situation before things escalate further.
On it.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Grace is being creepy.
Perhaps you have yet to understand what the storm really is.
No, perhaps we don't.
The storm is a calamitous event that like reverses time.
Oh, I thought this was gonna be a Fortnite joke.
No. You could keep making the jokes, but you know.
Capable of contacting rescue and support under any circumstances.
Yeah, and something about a stabilizing system. Why should we be worried about some heavy weather? Or were you lying to us?
Oh, the specifications of the ship are all very much true. No natural weather phenomenon could endanger us here. However, the storm I speak of is not a mere matter of churning wind and thunder. And no double hull, nor stabilizing system could stand against it.
Like it's like the last time the storm happened, it basically
What the hell is this storm?
accelerated the events of World War II.
In what way?
In the story, basically every major political figure in World War II basically died near instantly.
A chance to reverse our course.
And like manifestations of like prop planes fucking started fighting in the sky, and everything became like slowly became a war zone.
Veins turned into wires.
Jeez.
In the 80s, skulls turned into geometric shapes.
Oh, she's explaining sort of what the storm
in
is.
The 60s, what fun we had then. The entire world became a pop art spectacle.
The fuck is that shit?
Basic
shaped.
And Manus Vindictae have seen us through each one.
Basically, the world kind of like it's the one of the manifestations of the storm is rain that is falling up, and then things around them transform into basically the main anxiety of the era. So the 60s, it was like pop art culture shock. What did she say before? Hold on, I need to check the log again.
So harsh on us.
What is it?
We've made heroic efforts to cleanse this world of its
Like,
sickness.
Or is it? 90s, veins turned to wires, so the digitalization of everything. 80s, skulls turned to geometric shapes. That was cubism.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 60s was the pop art stuff. More like panics at the time that caused things to like go south real fast. And like I mentioned, like the 30s or 40s was World War II, and it devolved into war.
Keeps making the same mistakes.
You know?
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, 1929. I forgot about 1929 storm. 1929's fucked up. Because 1929, what was the most major historical event that happened then?
Stock market crash?
Great Depression, right?
Yeah.
It manifested into, in this game, it manifested into everybody getting basically caught, getting into this delusion that money was food and started eating money because it was so useless, because it was so fucking useless.
I love the Weimar Republic. Great time.
Let me see her. 1929. And people just started like, yeah, it was like people started like eating food, or started eating yeah, there it is. On the day of the storm, at least 100,000 people perceived gold, money, and other objects of value to be food, and it caused hospitals to be flooded with cases of gastrointestinal illnesses from people attempting to ingest said objects. Time gets reversed to 1913.
Damn. What happened in the 60s? Did like people start like
during
being
this
even more racist?
Maybe, I don't know. I'll read it. The seventh storm. During the storm, humans and buildings melt into splashes of color reminiscent of comic books, which was the pop art stuff. Time is reversed to 1929. Okay. Basically, it's like time keeps like getting erased and going back, and the point of Manus Vindictae is to reverse it so far back to it, and then rebuild history in their appreciation.
We had no choice. The wounds
which is a
world must
really complicated, and also they're all arcanists, so it's like, you know, arcanist supremacy type nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
One that will reverse us to an even more distant past.
You're a lunatic, Captain. You need your head examined. Lady, you need a psychiatrist.
Oh yeah, no, here it is. Yeah, the 1914 storm. It wasn't the 30s. My bad.
They really happened?
Let me see. The ninth storm and second artificial storm triggered early by Manus Vindictae. This involved the mass assassination of important political figureheads that the good guys tried to protect in a very short amount of time, triggering World War I a few months earlier. Like,
oof. Did the Battle of Somme still happen?
Probably. Damn. Oh yeah, also as an addition, there's more in an additional. On the day of the storm, buildings and surroundings began to melt and mix like paint, and people began to commit acts of violence against each other. Their bodies, particularly their heads and faces, began to melt and distort like badly mixed paint, and are deluded to believe what they are doing is inspired by the by opera plays. It's fucked up. It's crazy. I love it. Again, a lot of it is like you know,
We are from the St. Pavlov Foundation,
historical relevance,
an organization dedicated to the protection and rights of humans and arcanists.
Reference. That's what I think I was trying to say.
Thank goodness.
As the timekeeper of the St. Pavlov Foundation, I can assure you, what she showed you won't happen here. Manus Vindictae are just trying to manipulate you into buying into their deception and hatred. Don't give in to this false fear. Please, everyone, remain calm.
We love you, small little German girl.
Protect us? You? Don't make me laugh.
And yeah, the I would at least say the some of the metaphors are a little obvious.
Trustworthy. Maybe we should listen to what they have to say.
Really? You think these people care about rebuilding our home? Were they there when Nukutea was hit by the great waves? Where was their protection then?
just a lot of historical reference and stuff. Like there's a title that was straight up referenced like Scott Fitzgerald. Some of the CGs, one of the most important CGs reference fucking The Last Supper. Like you gotta like check your fucking like you gotta check your history and shit. It's crazy.
This is getting out of hand. Be careful, Timekeeper. They're coming for us.
It's a little. I feel like it's odd to talk about this in like a how like.
Пожалуйста, пропустите меня.
I don't know. Maybe I'm like just overthinking about how much I do at least appreciate the game.
Still your ref.
No, you're fine.
I just think it's just nice to have a game that actually references shit like this in like cool ways, and aren't like, oh, it's like it's different. You know, it's like it's different than like FGO, right? Where oh, these characters are literally just this historical person, right? And these are more these are more abstracted concepts. And it lets them have a little bit more life to them. This one's funny. She's cheering for England for football.
I love the footy, says random lady.
Steampunk, cute. I'm so fucking cute, little Vespa.
Wait! I have to hide the records first.
Let's see who will be the champion.
And then the gameplay is just blocks. Or
Loading. Charging.
We have an emergency.
not blocks.
Barrage.
I forgot the word.
Faraday.
Cards. Sheesh.
First warning.
Hip hip hooray!
Cutie. I don't like her eyes though. I like it when she has the glasses on. Her eyes are too bright for me. Regulus's eyes.
No, this isn't right.
I think you need some rest, sister.
Huh? I'm sorry for Tutu. This needs to be done.
A fine speech, Miss Burton. Such delectable, righteous indignation.
Surrender, Miss Grace. Your lies will not succeed here.
She's just generally...
Why, of course. To tell a lie brings the
small little British girl tries to stop the world getting destroyed or whatever.
Everyone, whenever there's an imminent storm, my watch here starts a countdown. But there have been no signs of...
What a coincidence, Miss Burton. I so happen to have a similar device myself.
Oh yeah, also the game has a lot of Yuri because a lot of the characters are women.
Yeah, I heard you talking about that yesterday.
3.
Yeah, there's women in this.
2.
Which is also kind of an interesting thing, because if it's like, this game is nothing but historical references, it's really...
As you said, lies will...
Women in history is kind of an unspoken thing,
is,
you know?
who here is
Kinda,
the
yeah.
liar?
So like having like notable women do prominent things is really nice.
I invite you to relish the sight before you. Here we are. happening on Earth.
She said the thing. She said the title. She said the thing. Everyone clap. Woo! Woo! She said the title of the event. I hope there's more cutscenes. I want more cutscenes. A bit of good news and a lot of bad news. Oh yeah, I forgot one of my favorite characters. Her name's Lucy. She's a robot, but she's basically the manifestation of humans' technological progress.
Flux's sake, I can't work under these dim lights.
She's
this
pretty
cheapskate
cool.
Cruise liner not spring for some decent halogens or fluorescence?
Oh, Ulrich.
Just as I expected. The closer I get, the more erratically the collector's gauge reacts. I must pinpoint the ship's current location as soon as possible. Wait, the readings are a bit off. Ah, is it because of the seawater? Or is there an abundant load of nuclide R in this area?
Oh,
this
no.
thing must be broken. Oh, when I get my hands on the engineers responsible for maintaining this, I swear I'll... calm yourself and think, Ulrich. Did you miss anything crucial?
I can't pinpoint, like, Ulrich's
Oily slime in the
references
power
in
supply
particular.
room. A rudimentary test showed that its
I forgot what his deal
index
was. Hold on.
and infrared spectrum closely matched our samples from Manus Vindictae.
The only thing that's really titled about him is fucking... He's just a sentient massive ferrofluid.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah, but why is it just that?
Calling to check on
Sometimes
the
that's all you
artificial
gotta be.
storm project, are you?
Like, why is he
I'll call you
just...
when I need a hand or two.
No, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I was like, why is he just a massive ferrofluid?
I'm asking for one. We need you topside, you fabulous fish tank. There's a gang of Manus thugs here.
The Manus. Huh. There's sure to be a considerable amount of nuclide within their masks. Perhaps I don't need this unreliable scrap of metal after all. Send me your location straight away, Regulus.
Oh yeah, also there's a character named Enigma who's the he's a head researcher on the cryptography team, and he has a representation of the Enigma machine on his shoulder.
Flux's sake. This is a bigger crowd than I expected.
Oh fuck. No, you
This fucking light bulb. Oh my god. I don't want to end up with a light bulb for a head.
Oh no, he's causing panic among the populace.
What are you talking about?
Again. What a silly man.
There we are. Another extract of asymmetrical nuclide R.
What they're currently doing is researching that, what was it, asymmetrical nucleide R that they're talking about, which is like apparently some kind of chemical that gets manifested before every storm. They were able to at least use it in some fashion to make a item that was invincible to the storm, which was which was an umbrella.
This
You know,
seems to be a bit
thematically
more than a gang.
relevant.
Closer to a horde, really. You understated your situation, Regulus.
Your help is much appreciated all the same, Mr. Ulrich.
Ulrich.
Help? Well, I'm afraid I won't be much help to you, Timekeeper. Fighting is far from my specialty.
Blimey! They seem to be corralling the guests. At least they aren't hurting them for now.
It isn't about hurting them. She wants to recruit more followers.
Oh yeah, more followers to the cult.
Is there a single ship in this whole bleeding world that doesn't belong to either the Foundation or the Manus?
Mr. Ulrich, does Laplace possess any technology that could detect an imminent storm?
We made several attempts to do so in the aftermath of the second storm, but none of them proved effective. Since that time, we've become reliant on the storm alerts from the Foundation, or more specifically, from you, Timekeeper.
Miss Grace claimed that the storm was coming, and she managed to accurately predict the occurrence of the anomaly outside. Yet, my watch has shown no sign of an imminent storm.
In any event, I believe in you, Timekeeper.
Thank you, Sonetto. But it isn't you that I need to convince. It's them.
Just passive compliments. I think you're right. Thanks. We don't need that right now, but thank you.
No wonder my readings were going wild. Apologies, Timekeeper. Though nothing would make me happier than disproving Manus Vindictae, I can't deny the possibility that these phenomena are precursors to the storm.
No. This is not a reassuring answer. Oh, and there's straight up a fucking eclipse going on too. Yeah, okay, everything's just going south.
Why are eclipses bad?
I don't know, they just seem bad.
Please, everyone, listen. We have to stay calm.
Like, does this not look fucking suspicious?
Oh, hold on, let me tab back.
Like, doesn't that...
I mean...
It's raining outside, the
free breeze.
It's getting more rainy, and then, like... It's bad.
I want to go home. I'm scared.
Someone help us. Please.
What can I do to get these people's attention?
Oh. Did they hit an iceberg?
What's happening?
Ah, shit.
Due to low visibility at sea, some public services on the free breeze will be temporarily suspended. We apologize for any inconvenience caused. We are now entering an area of treacherous reef. During this time, there may be some sharp shifts in course. In order that we might reach the new era as soon as possible, the free breeze will forge ahead at full speed.
Oh, uh-oh.
Please stay indoors, and in case of emergency, hold on to the handrails. I repeat, please stay indoors and hold on to the handrails.
Captain Grace, why in the world is the free breeze going full speed through these reefs?
To embrace the future.
But if we strike any of these reefs, the damage could be catastrophic.
Gee, I wonder what's gonna happen to the ship
Not
if they...
as catastrophic as missing our chance to embrace the storm.
Oh, God.
Blue! I won't stand for this! You're just trying to scare us into joining your cult! Oh, I'll bet there's no reef, no storm at all! This is trickery, and I intend to prove it!
Do as you wish, sir. Please watch your footing. The wind is howling outside.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, look how terrified that is. The guest stands firm on the deck like a warrior standing triumphantly between Scylla's Crypt and Chartibus's whirlpool. Jesus, that's a lot. Struck by the power. Oh, does he? Oh, there he goes. His screams quickly drowned in the storm as he vanishes into the... Oh, well, he fell off. He fell off board. Not great. He's dead now.
The gentleman is gone.
Man's just dead.
Miss
Not
Grace,
good.
you murdered that man.
What an utterly baffling accusation. Have I shot him? Stabbed him? No. The choice was always in his own hands.
I didn't do anything. He opened the door.
Captain, you said you'd save us if we joined Manus Vindicte, right?
It's not as simple as that, I'm afraid. But relax. There is only a small trial to pass. Then the new era waits. You may feel a little disoriented, but your body will be in no danger.
Join the cult. Join the cult.
If we all put on these masks, then this nightmare will be over.
Things can't get any worse than they are now, can they? Give me the mask!
Oh, lost lambs. This will be the bravest leap you've ever taken over the fence.
Please, everyone, don't fall for her lies. She doesn't offer you salvation, but slavery. Don't give up your free will. Listen to her. We've got to be
What do
free
Greek
to choose
philosophers, math, robs, and backstreets with? They always want to tell them why.
classical or heavy metal, it doesn't matter. Each of us is our own melody. The manners will take that from you.
It's our turn, Timekeeper. I'm at your command.
Are you going to fight Ulrich, or are you not going to do anything?
All right. Our priority is to bring the guests back to their senses.
Okay. Do we beat them? I'm guessing we fight them in some fashion. I am right. I didn't want to be right. This is probably fine.
May the flow take their souls to the sea in the north.
Everyone, please listen to me. The storm isn't coming anytime soon. The St. Pavlov Foundation will ensure your safety.
But you and your foundation have been hiding the truth behind the storm from the public. How can we trust you?
Don't lose hope. The Foundation
They have a point.
and LSCC have been working hard to overcome the storm, and we've never been so close to achieving it.
Really? Is that true?
Yes, our research on the storm is on the verge of a breakthrough, one that will benefit everyone.
Come on, guys! Do you really want to plaster one of those things on your face? You'll never be able to eat again or listen to music. Blimey, what kind of life would that be?
I love her. She's so cute.
They're all bark and no bite.
Regulus is such a cutie like that.
No fighting. Start me up. Time. Nice.
Pew.
They're just little games.
Oh wait, hold on.
That's the direction.
There we go.
Start me up.
The turbulence arrives. Ice flood.
Should be a lot better now. Come on.
Rock, rock, rock. Change the world.
Oh, so close. Should be
Пусть
good.
le naufragé течет вместе с водой.
Left hand up. Now right hand up. Are you ready to be blinded?
Oh wait, no.
We have an
Start me
Can't
up.
do that yet.
no fighting.
Shouldn't do that yet.
First warning.
There we go. Yeah, this
Are
should be
you
good.
ready to be blinded?
The flood is coming.
We have an emergency.
Okay, this should be good.
Are you ready to shake? Woohoo! Release!
Worry not. The direction of fate is decided.
That should be good. I think they'll load. They'll be fine.
No cheating. Water. Birigis. No fighting.
Start me up.
Red card. Off the track. Time.
The civilians have calmed down, Timekeeper. Take a moment. I'll deal with the rest. No, Zenetto. This crisis is far from over.
Good grief. How many passengers are on this bloody thing?
More exciting than flying over the Foundation, eh?
The guests remain in turmoil as the believers and skeptics argue amongst one another. Fear and confusion quickly spread through them like ink and water, and soon...
I did it! I put on the mask!
Oh, here we go.
I'm saved! Thank you, Miss Grace!
It hurts! It hurts so much!
Help! We can't let more of these people give in to their fears.
Her voice is almost entirely drowned out by the
These
roaring
stubborn
crowd. Oh, here we
outsiders
go.
must be silenced. Take them away. Let our revenge begin with them. Silone, take my troubled sister back to her room. The softness of her heart has clouded her judgment, just as her shell shows.
Chief.
The upheaval has engulfed Nukutai along with the countless other innocents. Oh no.
I wanna go home.
Just think if something happened, sweetheart. Remember that toy your dad bought you? It's waiting for you at home. We'll be there soon. Just put this on. We'll be there soon.
No!
I don't believe your job description permits you to interrupt our guests. Does it, Miss Barcarola?
I don't understand, Captain Grace. Why are you letting this happen? Why are you doing this?
Cheer up, dear girl. Hold that chin up high. Now that's the spirit. The brightest star of the free breeze forever and always.
The sound effects in the
Just
background
take
are
a
also
look.
really gross sounding. Gosh.
Your loyal fans are waiting for your next show.
It's like inky and gushy.
Won't
It's
you
not
play
great.
some of those beautiful melodies for them again?
But, Miss Grace, what do you mean by the storm and diseases of the world and this new era?
Oh, it's all so much simpler than you think, Miss Barcarola. In the new era, all that you hated in this time will vanish, as if it had never been there at all. The city of violins you swore you'd never return to will soon be forgotten, washed away in the coming storm. your wish will come true. You'll never need return to it. You couldn't even if you tried.
Never again?
Oh, it's finally getting windy. It's like surprising me when the blinds keep pushing in.
What was it you said about that rotten little town? The monotony of sound, the disappointment of those old fossils and their little worlds. Is that right?
Yes. I said I never wanted to go back.
Now, keep your hands steady this time, my dear. You must be certain.
My crackling box.
Oh boy. Post bridge tuning pegs. Yay! She's not gonna give in. Good. Oh, that's a lot. Well, Rick got bird pages done. Man, I don't think I'll be able to finish this today. It's like 23 story blocks. I'm only at like 15. Well, no, that means that's 8 left. But it's been like a good amount of time so far. I don't know.
I'm confused, Toa. If these disbelievers are a danger to our vengeance, why are we only locking them up? Shouldn't we just toss them overboard?
The chief wants Fatutu to decide how to deal with them. A test of her allegiance and her conviction. After she puts on the mask, of course.
Ugh.
You're afraid, Salome. Don't be. The trial isn't difficult. I see things so clearly now.
I don't know, Toa.
It's not good.
I trust in Kamutsa's leadership, but still.
Just like always, you're waiting for everyone else to test the water before you jump.
I just feel that there's something wrong. You say you're not afraid, Toa, but I hear your chains clinking. You're shaking too.
Oh.
Shut up. That's only because we're in a freezer.
Hey, welcome everybody. I don't know why this
I'll have
doesn't
my
keep popping
imprisoned
up.
on all 7 continents bingo card before I turn 20.
Good night, good evening everybody.
It's an
There's
honest
space for
bet
all of
I've spent
you.
more time behind bars than my
Let
own
me try
home.
and get that alert to come down. I don't know why it keeps not showing
I wasn't aware
up.
that you had a home. Beyond the ship, I mean.
But welcome everybody. My name of course is Alan Hexblade, head guildmaster chief barista. And we're just playing Risk Reverse 1999.
Its people. I
Chill game. It's kind of
music. Its spirit stamped on my very
cute.
soul.
It is a gacha game, so you know. Welcome. If you guys need to leave, don't worry. Make sure you guys take a break, drink some water. I don't mind. If you need to raid and go, all good with me.
And jolly old London will always have a harbour open for this captain and her apple as a token of... Wait, Barcarola, what are you doing here?
Thank you guys. It means a lot. Hope you're doing well. I hope you guys are doing well. It's been like forever.
Jealous of our talents, no doubt.
Very just kind of. I'm just being kind of chill. I don't really have much to say. It's been a while. I feel like I haven't done much, and I feel bad about it.
What?
But I've just kind of been here existing on my own.
Corolla, don't tell me you're
You know?
siding with these tone-deaf goons.
I don't know if that really if that means anything.
I'm just confused. It seems like there's only one way forward, but the captain said that only those who put on the mask have a chance to survive the storm. And that everyone else, the unbelievers, the forsaken, will vanish. Miss Virgin, tell me the truth, please. What will happen if I put it on?
Not good things, is for sure.
If I reach this beautiful new era Miss Grace speaks of, what will happen to Cremona? The streets, the cathedral,
all
of the people I grew up with. Will I ever be able to see them again?
The truth is, after the storm, there may still be a Cremona. But every face, every song, every brick from each house to the cathedral will be different. The storm will wash away almost all traces of this era. But you can still help us, Miss Barcarola.
Me? How?
No matter when the storm arrives, we must fight till the last second to help as many people survive as possible.
Also, if you guys haven't figured out, this is what I've been doing instead of playing FGO.
I need some time.
I got caught into another game. I'm trapped. I can't leave. I'm stuck in gacha hell. Sometimes.
Your visiting time is over, Barcarola.
It could be worse. You could be playing
Better
League
not
of Legends.
overstay your work.
I could be playing League of Legends, but I'm not, and that's the
Then
best
you'd have. See, it's the choices of no money or constantly angry at hating yourself.
I'd rather, yeah.
Have another.
And I'd rather not be in either one of those situations.
Tell me where Fatutu is.
Well, then you just play single-player games and Helldivers.
Monster Hunter.
Or other co-op
I just wanna
PvE
see her.
games.
Yeah, then we just play PvE
friend.
games. And that's why I'm a sucker for Monster Hunter. Because Monster Hunter's the good shit. Like, this is sometimes like the thing where I get like, I become a little self-conscious about the type of things I stream, because I'm like, do people care enough? Do I want to have people watch this? I have no damn clue. Are they watching it for me, or are they watching it for the game? Oh god, it's all falling
We
apart.
must be willing to renounce both body and mind.
Well done, Apostle.
Meanwhile, I'm currently shoving all like organic life forms that come to my space empire into the brain computer.
What are you doing?
I'm playing Stellaris.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, okay, but I actually have figured out something that kind of works out. Okay, so in the last year's, there was an expansion that added a new way to basically, it's like, I want to be the villain. I will destroy everything.
Okay.
And you can, there are a couple other ways to do that, and they're adding another one this year, but it's basically like, okay, I'm going to end the galaxy by basically, I'm escaping to another dimension, and I don't care how many of you are destroyed in my wake of me escaping to another dimension. But to learn how to do that, you have to shove living beings into a brain computer that you build the size of a planet. And so my machine, I'm playing as a machine empire, and one of the options as a machine empire is you can ascend to a virtual empire. And one of the perks of that is every time a job needs to be filled, a virtual pop is instantly created to fill that job. So what happens is since I'm a xenophile empire, I welcome the refugees. The refugees get a job. I say, you're fired, go in the brain computer. I shove them into the brain computer, and then I spin up a new Kubernetes cluster for my fucking pops to do that person's job. So I'm kind of committing a little bit of genocide.
You're I just like the idea of you're feeding them into the big brain computer.
Those who do not die from neural burnout from the brain computer will get to go to another dimension with all of the true believers, aka the robots who are just virtual machines.
Sounds great until it isn't.
I mean, every other empire in the game kind of hates me right now. Just a little bit, but they've got bigger problems, like the war in heaven that's happening.
What the fuck is going on in your game, dude?
The war, okay, so there's these things called fallen empires, and normally they control like 5 systems, but they have more advanced technology than any other species in the game. They just kind of sit there and they don't usually do anything if you don't mess with them. They each have different ethics, like xenophobes. If you don't try to settle a system next to the xenophobe will leave you alone. They don't care about you. The spiritualists will hate you if you like robots, and the materialist empire will hate you if you're a spiritualist. The xenophile empire will hate you if you're like a genocidal maniac, that type of shit, right? But sometimes multiple fallen empires will spawn, and they have opposing ethics, and they'll go to war with each other. And if they go to war with each other, that causes a war in heaven, and you are given 4 options. Option 1, side with Empire A. Option 2, side with Empire B. Option 3, team up with a bunch of other empires and form the League of Non-Aligned Powers and kind of fight against both. And option 4 is to go it alone, which in theory you can do, but my empire is currently not in a position to do that. So everyone's kind of right now worried about the war in heaven that's happening, and I'm allowed to just, you know, it's kind of like,
I guess that's why they didn't even bother.
it's kind of like, you know, Spain was really fascist in World War II, but you know, Hitler and the Italians and Japanese, they're the real problem right now. Let's not worry about the Spanish because they're kind of helping us out. That kind of shit.
Yeah, okay.
Laplace is not a circus, and I am no magician. But I may have something that can help. I have a small amount of TNT and some papier pillar solvents. The former can blast the door open, however, it will likely blast us to smithereens along with it. The latter is much safer, of course. All we need to do is apply to the walls and then wait for a couple of days.
We're abso-friggin-lutely screwed, aren't we?
I'm no magician, but I do have dynamite on me. Okay,
we
Ulrich.
aren't beat yet.
Fucking weirdo. Or comedically weirdo.
Take a look at this, timekeeper. I've been recording the Free Breeze's heading since it left Sydney. Though unfortunately, something has been jamming our signal.
Oh, okay, we're going past New Zealand.
That the ship is not heading to its advertised destination.
Goodbye, New Zealand.
It's heading steadily.
Tell the Kiwis I love them. They're just little guys.
You mean the Kiwis as in the people, or the Kiwis as in the animal?
The animals.
I love the animals.
The sudden eclipse. The mask trials.
I don't know why they're called Kiwis. I don't know if it has any relation to the fruit at all.
I mean, they look like the fruit.
Yes.
They would allow for more.
Okay, then look up what came first, the kiwi or the kiwi animal.
However, if the storm is indeed coming, then why would we be racing
I just ask
which
kiwi came first.
Their actions don't seem to be
I mean, it's a thing. It's true. It's like
the bird
you could say
first.
Ah, okay.
They seem to be
the fruit was originally called a Chinese gooseberry and was later renamed kiwi fruit in the 1950s and 60s and capitalized on the resemblance between the fruit's fuzzy brown exterior and the New Zealand bird.
You mean it's a marketing tactic?
Seems like it.
That's fucking hilarious, actually.
So
They
kiwi fruits are
rebranded to
apparently-
kiwi.
No matter how
Kiwis are apparently native to
China.
Yes.
Oh. The fuck?
Central and
Until the
Eastern
truth is
China
ultimately revealed,
specifically.
all
The
we can
first
rely on
recorded
are the
description of the
instruments in our
kiwi fruit
hands
dates
and
to
the
the
reading
12th
before our
century during the Song Dynasty.
Then we are
It
agreed,
was
Mr.
collected from the
Derrick.
wild and consumed for medicinal
Whether the
purposes. It
storm
was
is
rarely
coming or not,
cultivated or
we
bred.
need to be well
Cultivation of kiwi fruit spread from China in the early 20th century to New Zealand, where it first became where the first commercial
And my
plantings
suitcase
occurred.
can also serve as a temporary shelter.
After the Hayward variety was developed, the
However,
fruit became
that
popular
will do
in
nothing
British
for
and
the
American
humans aboard.
servicemen stationed in New Zealand during World War II. Kiwi
Ah.
fruits were exported to Great Britain and then to
No
California in the
wonder the Stick in the Mud
1960s.
Foundation greenlit you to build your own team.
So, it seems like for the most part, the Chinese didn't care about kiwi fruits commercially until the
I
late
would
70s.
give anything to analyze it one day.
But it's a fruit. Why not?
I'm certain that day will come.
To them it was just some wild fruit. No, they didn't breed it commercially. They didn't breed it
How
for
many
agriculture.
equilibrium
It
umbrellas have we
just
brought
existed.
exactly?
I guess it just wasn't popular, or maybe it was a pain in the ass. And I mean, in
Exactly
fairness,
73.
you know, until relatively recently, I don't know how well they were doing the Song Dynasty, but I know in the 19th century they were not doing so hot. They probably didn't have the money to cultivate that type of shit. They had bigger problems.
Okay, fair.
You're up,
I
ladies.
guess.
Our hopes are not dashed just yet.
Mr. Ulrich, you're not speaking of your artificial storm experiment.
Apparently there are
you?
red kiwi fruit.
We have neither the time nor
Red.
personnel to assist you with it. And I implore
Apparently it
you
is
to
a
consider
natural
the potential
mutation of the
risks,
gold kiwi
especially in attempting it alone and under these conditions.
Oh, the gold kiwi fruits are tasty. They're sweeter.
Okay, so the majority of current kiwi fruit production
Irrespective of
is
your
in China.
concerns,
Yeah,
thanks
then
to those
second is
oily
New
heads and their
Zealand, third
quirky
is Italy,
masks,
fourth is
I've
Greece,
acquired
fifth is
more than
Iran,
enough
and
asymmetrical
sixth is
nuclide
Chile.
art to perform the immutability
Globally,
experiments.
4.433 million
side
tons
effects,
of
Mr.
kiwis are produced in 2023. The
We're learning
majority of
something
kiwi
today.
fruit are grown in the mountainous area upstream of the
It's
Yangtze
true.
River, as
There
well
is
as
the risk of
Sichuan.
unavoidable side effects the experiments pose.
It's a surprising amount of kiwis.
And I admit that,
I like that.
if I were in the lab, we would use much more time and caution. But on this ship, I am the only one capable of withstanding the effects of the storm syndrome.
You can, in fact, unfortunately, be allergic to kiwis.
Unfortunate.
Hold on, hang about. Have you gone right off the dock?
Apparently, there are yellow
Can't afford
kiwis,
to
which
lose you,
are
genius.
what's like
You're the only gadget guru we've
normal,
got.
and then eventually they red.
We're counting on you to fix the signal.
Also, apparently, part of the reason they're called kiwis is due to anti-Chinese sentiment in the U.S. Allegedly.
Mind the negativity, regulars.
It's kind of
I
intense.
may be a scientist, but I'd rather not have
Kiwi
the
is
bad
kind of a
omens.
better name anyway.
What was
Chinese
does
gooseberry
take time to
seems kind of
recover
lame.
from the storm
It doesn't
syndrome.
really sound appetizing
Indeed,
in
it could
English.
be as
I mean,
long as 3
gooseberry
months
is a
or
fruit
a
that
few
people.
weeks. But
I've never eaten a
it may well
gooseberry
be just a matter of
knowingly.
seconds.
I
Fortune favors the
I
bold,
haven't
you
either,
know.
but
Not
mean, it's-
not out of a
But if I
desire
put
to
anything at the
avoid it,
class,
simply
what's the
because
point
I
in
don't think I've
dozens
ever
of
been
tests?
presented with one.
yeah.
Agree with Regulus. Your plan is too reckless, Mr. Ulrich. Our priority should be to find a way to escape this ship safely.
What about Miss Barcarola? Do you think she'll stand with us?
She will. I have faith in her.
Mr. Essam, would you lend me a hand, please?
Who's
What brought our brightest little star?
Oh, helmsman.
Oh, look
Okay.
at you out of breath and all covered in dust. What happened?
Easy, easy, Barcarola. We're here to help.
The warmth he's got. Aww.
That's right, Signorina. Why don't you tell us what happened? The captain told us to stay put, but we'll do whatever we can to help you.
we'll never go home again.
What?
Captain Grace said this era is coming to an end, and only those who put on a Manus Vindictae mask and pass its trial can reach the new era with her.
Sorry, what? You just turned your old friend Charlie's brain into a knot. Where are we going then?
There's no telling where or even when we'll end up. Could be someplace 10 years ago or even 100 years.
You mean we're traveling through time?
Shit's gonna get weird.
I don't know.
I've got to admit, Signorina, this all sounds a bit too wild to be believed. But as sure as a compass points north. I will trust you mean every word you say.
Thank you, Giovanni.
So, you're saying if we don't do something, then none of us will ever see home again?
It's decided then. We'll fight by your side, Miss Barcarola. Because none of us wants to find ourselves in a random land back when the dinosaurs roamed.
You got that right. I won't let them ruin my retirement.
We'll sail ourselves home if we've got to. One thing's for certain. I don't want to be stuck here for the rest of my life.
All right, gentlemen, enough with the words. It's time to take action. Miss Barcarola, is there anything we can do?
Yes, of course.
Oh, that sneeze was loud. There we go. A lot of story in this. Dissonance. Oh, the silly music is playing.
Hey, the Nukatai nutjobs outside are gone. Oh, don't tell me they've abandoned ship and left us here to starve. Come back here, you yellow-bellied cowards. This pirate is not going to Davy Jones' locker without a fight.
She's so spunky. I love her so much. Very silly.
Does she say yeah, baby?
Sonetto, are those solvents working at
Or
all?
groovy, baby?
Tell me they are.
She says variants. I wouldn't say exactly that.
The door has already dissolved substantially.
Excellent.
She usually uses the adjective rockin' a lot, though.
At this rate, the door should be fully dissolved in approximately 13 hours.
Does she say flock off Featherface?
Oh, wow.
No, where are you getting these?
Really, fish tank?
That one is from Devil May Cry and Bayonetta, which got it from Devil May Cry. You should play Devil May Cry or
Whip us
Bayonetta.
up a few helmets like yours. That way, you can just blast
I mean-
the door open with TNT, and we'll be sound as a pound. Well, our heads at least.
My helmet is made of regular silica, 7.092% calcium magnesium carbonate, and 3.27% aluminum oxide. I'm afraid
Silica
it's no more
helmet,
explosion-proof
silica
than your
helmet.
regular old skull.
That's... I think he's describing the composition of borosilicate. Oh yeah, borosilicate glass. Which is,
Regulus.
you know, the
I'd stay
beaker
away from the door if I were
tough
you.
Pyrex glass.
Huh?
They're here.
Hold on to his anger like your life depends on it.
Oh.
We ram the door open on the count of 3.
Regular swears is the most beautiful noise she's ever heard.
Right on! Oh, I knew you'd come through for us, Barcarola. A rising star through hell or high water.
You have our thanks, Miss Barcarola.
I'm genuinely just here for whatever Regula says. She's too good.
I just want to save as many people as possible. For the pride of the Free Breeze.
We aim to do the same thing.
Timekeeper, I need to get to the radio room. It's likely to be the only place on the ship that will be able to get through their jamming. I'll bring good news, I promise.
I see. Regulus, you should go with him.
No. I don't need additional manpower for such an easy...
I insist. We can't afford to lose anyone, Mr. Ulrich.
Aw, cute.
This is...
The Pioneer's Mark I positioning system. The latest in technology from Laplace.
But if I recall correctly, it's never been mass-produced. Only a few prototypes were made available.
And this is one of them. If anything happens, someone can use it to track you down if you're in serious trouble. Like if you've fallen into the sea.
This will surely come in handy. Thanks, Timekeeper.
Good luck, Mr. Ulrich.
He won't need it, because no one knows radio systems better than this, Captain.
See, she's not like entirely a dummy. She's a little. She has smarts to her.
The rest of us need to return
Sometimes, occasionally.
guests under control. Sinetto, do we have sufficient sedatogens left?
Yes, Timekeeper. We still have plenty.
Gentlemen, I'll need your assistance too.
Of course, ma'am. Miss Barcarola already told us everything. Sounds like helping you means we're helping ourselves.
Esam, do you know where we can find the spare keys to the passenger cabins? We have another friend to free.
Are you sure this is the right way?
Are you doubting my capabilities?
Not exactly. It's only that I expected they'd have this place locked down like the crown jewels. But nobody's here.
We'll concern ourselves with that later. Let's get to work, Regulus.
He's doing funky stuff over the VHF.
Coastal Base Station, come in. Coastal Base Station, come in. Where's the International Maritime Organization when you need them? Laplace Australia branch, please come in. Laplace Australia branch, please come in.
Oh.
I just checked out the wiring. All the signal transmitters have been sabotaged. No wonder there's been no sight nor sound of those oily freaks.
That makes sense.
Reel it in, fish tank. You're not conducting the artificial storm experiments right here, are you?
Why not? We have a supernatural phenomenon, a vast water supply, sufficient asymmetrical nuclide R, and the required sound wave frequency ready in the transmission system here. If these aren't the perfect testing conditions for the artificial storm, then what is?
Wait. Are you forgetting what you just said to Vertin? What about all those side effects? You've got no bleeding idea how severe they'll be or how long they'll last.
Which is why it's lucky you were sent along with me, Regulus. If anything happens to me, you'll have to be the one to report the experiment's results.
Oh. Homie,
Whether
don't
the storm
die.
comes or not,
Come
we'll
on.
have made an undeniable leap of progress. More than worth a bit of storm syndrome, no matter how nasty.
Ulrich, unfortunately, is this type of, like, selfless being.
At least now you'll have an extra equilibrium umbrella.
That's fucked, man. You can't just say that when you know you're gonna die. Or if you're planning to die. Please don't die.
Ulrich, I refuse to be a part of this.
Oh. The 27 Club. Was that? Was that? Cramp broadcasting and the little lion and the light bulb are to face off.
What did you say?
Oh no, they're fighting.
You heard me, you daft light bulb. I will not be your undertaker.
Daft light bulb.
Regulus, you still haven't grasped the significance of this project, have you? We've figured out the principles of the storm, and even developed the means to create its simulacra. Yes, there's still much room for improvement, but we've already made a huge leap. And now, we finally have the opportunity to put our theories into application. Finding an immutable material is essential to our survival. The Regulus satellite proved it to all of us. Just think about it, Regulus.
Oh yeah, also to add weird
right
stuff
on the cusp of the post-storm era.
into like just weird bits is that her namesake is from a satellite that was in the future, which makes things a lot more confusing.
Didn't you?
Don't tell me you're worried about the funds and credit for the experiment. Laplace will cover all your potential losses and expenses incurred should anything go wrong. And whether this project succeeds or not, your assistance has been indispensable. Surely enough to earn you a fat bonus and a high rating for your salary review. And I will certainly not be hogging all the credit.
Whoa! No! Keep it in the tank! You've got me all wrong, Magnet Head.
Magnet head.
Huh?
Cute.
I'm a member of Laplace now, same as you. A researcher, not just an observer. I too witnessed the storm. So ergo, therefore, QED, I'll participate in your artificial storm experiment. Not as your note-taker, but as your fellow experimenter.
Oh, it's sweet.
Never expected this from you, Regulus.
Don't tell me my reports were really that bad. Never mind. Really, don't tell me. Fact of the matter is, I got an advance on my wages, so I fully intend to do my duty as a researcher. Besides, no rockin' pirate with a spine would ever leave their shipmate stranded in danger.
Aw. Regulus W.
I admire your courage.
Casually, just Regulus actually being pretty cool is
However,
nice.
when it comes to these experiments, you must leave it to me. That is an order, Regulus. I need you to observe my status through the porthole and record our experimental data. You're the only one that can do it.
All right, Magnet Head, have it your way.
Oh.
Say, Ulrich, do you like rock?
Now is hardly the time to chat about music, don't you think? I hope you won't be pestering me with more of these inane questions. And to answer you, I prefer brown noise. Its frequencies produce a soothing rhythm in my ferrofluid.
See? That's exactly why I can't leave it to you.
What?
What? What is she talking
I
about?
turned a blind eye to your blatant acts of piracy and brushed off your blasphemies against rock. But if I miss out on an adventure like this, I'll forever lose the right to join the 27 Club.
The 27 Club?
Wait.
All the best rock stars die at 27.
God damn it, I forgot about that. This is actually this is fucked, actually.
This is my record, my responsibility. We might fall or even vanish. Maybe we'll get turned into cubes or paint or whatever. But at the end of the day, rock never dies.
Huh? Whether you're a rock legend or not, you shine with the radiance of humanity.
That's actually fucked up. I didn't know she was gonna she was gonna say
your
that.
Experimental spirit and your rock and roll spirit.
Brandon, do you know what the 20 people of the 27 Club?
Kurt Cobain, fucking
Experiments of material immutability via artificial storm.
God.
Fuck Jimi Hendrix.
Yes, god damn. Holy shit, what's wrong with me?
Yeah. Regulus straight up said it was like, if we don't do this cool thing, I might die at 27, and that's the most rock thing to do. Give or take, which is like, that's kind of hardcore. Even if this is technically, it's supposed to be more like a, you know, they kill themselves at 27, which is pretty, that sucks, but you know, there's a positive stint to it, I guess. I guess.
It seems all the passengers are gathered in the lobby.
We've lost too much time. A lot of people have put on masks while we were locked up.
We'll need to round up the ones that are still conscious.
Sure.
Uh-oh.
Manager, more contenders? Like we don't have enough people wrestling for a mask.
Give me that mask, asshole! I'm joining Manus Vindicte. I will take the trial.
I forgot the trial nonsense. That's also fucked
I
up.
believe you may be too weak to endure the trial. You should leave this valuable opportunity to someone who will be more useful to Captain Grace.
Please put the mask down, everyone. This
Weird
isn't the way to survive.
Weird simp energy. I don't like it.
That mask belongs to me.
Oh, they're fighting.
Miss Grace smiled at me once. She must like me. She wants me to join her.
I just don't want to be killed by the storm thing.
Crazy simping.
I don't want to die.
she blinked at me. She must like me.
Get back to your senses, people! If I were you, I'd have thrown these creepy masks into the sea the moment I saw them!
Creepy masks.
Salome, you must put on the mask, please! For our people. It's not scary, I promise. Would you rather be captured by those outsiders?
Go to the captain's room, Toa. You passed your trial. I'm sure the captain and our people there need you more than I do.
Ooh.
I must stay here to look after Kitiona, Little Pita, and our friends who still seem to be lost.
What is wrong with you, Salome? All you need to do is put on the mask.
I'm sorry, Toa. I think Fatutu was right to have second thoughts. Look at all the people who have put on the mask. Now tell me how many of them have survived.
This one's cute. I like
she's
them.
cute. Yeah. It doesn't seem like it's going good right now.
What? You're afraid? Is this really more important than bringing our people home?
You see, it's like a metaphor because they're blinded. Ha 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 ha.
You have changed.
I'm not smart. I'm not trying to be witty. I'm not good at this.
Here to ask me such a foolish question. Haven't you heard their cries?
I'm very self-aware of not being able to make good jokes.
The new beautiful homeland we're going to recover.
You make good jokes.
We could live peacefully once more. We could.
Like when?
Like what? Just now when you said you can make good jokes.
I'm sorry.
Wow. I'm hurt. I'm so hurt.
See how tainted and
I'm
twisted
sorry,
your
I just couldn't
spirit shall
think of
has
anything
become.
off the top of my head.
No, it's fine.
I am
Dork.
certain you have made me laugh at some point within the last few months.
Probably true. Can't verify.
Can't verify.
Probably true.
The receipts are scattered.
Are pending.
On this floor.
The receipts are pending.
Sinetto, watch out!
Got lost in the wrestling sauce. Thank you, Francis. Oh, what? Who's on the ticket for tonight's wrestling matches? Or is it WWE? What's going on? Is it indie? Is it who's fighting who? I haven't paid attention to that in a while.
Sinetto, get ready to use those sedatogens.
Oh, we're fighting more.
I can't wait anymore.
Okay.
No fighting.
Charging. Loading.
We have an emergency. First warning.
Barrage. Eliminate
Should be
target.
good.
Time.
It's WrestleMania season WWE. I was just having lots of fun lurking around while Aster and Ara were discussing the matches. Oh, I didn't know they were talking about the matches. Yo, like again, it's been so long. I didn't realize it was WrestleMania season.
No fighting.
It's been so long since I've watched. Like I always go on and off of it when like storylines begin and end, because like I'm always impressed of like more on the technical side of things than story bits. So I just have friends show me good matches and I'm like, ooh, that's nice. Ooh, that's impressive. just constantly. That's all I do. It's been so long. I'm trying to get back into it.
Please.
Well, thank you, Francis, for the fall. I don't know why it keeps like disappearing on me on OBS's side. I feel like I'm setting there's a setting that I'm like that's not showing up, and I'm like, I don't know why it's doing that.
What are you doing to my people? I won't let you hurt them.
Is on-screen follow speed run any percent. Like it happens every time, and like I don't know why it doesn't work right. I've been trying to troubleshoot this stuff for a while now.
Sloan, Toa, are you
Just
alright?
show this, show that, show the widget. Yeah, weird. It just doesn't.
I'm so glad.
I don't know why the visibility keeps disappearing.
But our friend.
Maybe Google will help me.
I know what happened, Sloan. Parkerola told me everything when she got me out. I've made up my mind now. We can't wear their masks, Sloan. We never should have agreed to their so-called
You'll get to it
revenge
eventually, no
plan.
frickos. Thank you for the positive comments. I really love and respect that. Mainly because I've been I don't know how long I've known I've been streaming for like what, 5 years now? Ish?
Give or take.
Give or take 5 years. Stuff will happen eventually. It'll just take a while, I guess.
Toa!
D.
No.
Yeah.
No. Why is this happening?
Retribution.
Oh, spooky.
They seem to be more frantic than ever before. Timekeeper, I suggest increasing the dosage of sedatogens.
The mask's influence has wormed its way deep into their brains. I'm afraid sedatogens won't be able to awaken their consciousness any longer. They need something that reaches into their soul.
Let's try this.
Isn't there something I can do?
Stop playing with that atrocious toy of yours and pay attention to the class, Barcarola.
There we go.
Music is a language that moves us on to a deeper level than any other, transcending both culture, place, and time. Whoever you are and wherever you go, it will always stir the depths of your soul.
We're not so different deep down, are we?
Huh? What's that sound? Violins, piano, cellos, double bass, and flutes.
What? Violins? She hates violins. I want to go home.
Oh, this is cute. Right. 5 years, 6 whole months. It's been yeah. I'm surprised I've managed to do this long too. But like, I don't know. Stuff will happen eventually. It just takes forever, I guess. Oh, this is cute. There we go. I was actually wondering when the music would actually come up in this. Okay, that's a little morbid. Of course I'll do what I love doing and all that jazz. I love streaming. I love doing, like, I've been doing content creation for more than 5 years. I've just been a VTuber for 5. Oh god, now that I'm saying that out loud, I've been doing content creation for at least 7 years now. Oh god, I'm getting old. How did 7 years happen? How did 7 years happen?
I thought you were eternally 19 or some shit like that.
I've never said that.
Yeah, like you're eternally like 17 or whatever.
Internally?
Eternally.
Eternally?
Dear
maybe.
friends.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm sorry, Fatutu.
Time is illusion. Things go too fast.
Put your people
Time
in
is a
state.
social construct if you really think about it.
I mean, yeah.
Wanted to help.
Time is relative.
Time is relative.
You're the greatest musician I've ever seen.
I'm just surprised.
They've gone home.
Oh, that's depressing. Oh, speaking of the weather, it hasn't got it suddenly hit like 80 today over here where I am, and like
it's been 80 for like weeks here.
Well, no, beforehand I'm saying is beforehand it was like 60.
It tells us
Yeah.
So like the jump was freaking weird. Like I was in my warm comfy pajamas, and then I was like sweating, and then I'm like, why?
You go to sleep and you're freezing cold. You wake up and you're just soaking in sweat.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah, be like that.
Yeah. Brandon Francis says hi. To you in particular.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm here. I exist.
You're
I
queer.
exist. If someone gets that, I love you.
You're here
It's
and
like
you're
the
queer.
Phasmid.
The what?
Don't worry about it. Just play Disco Elysium. You'll understand.
Literally, Alma woke up like this. That's 90%. Unless I have to like wake up and move to like and go to like a job or something, I'm like, yeah, I just wake up.
Alma wakes up covered in sweat, looks at her sweat covered hand. This is damn. I'm so fucked up.
It's like I just wake up, just like, it is what it
How
is.
could you side with our enemies? Against your own people? Against the ones who would rebuild our home?
I feel like there's some like weird like. There's also like a thing involving like. This might be me. Is there like a trend where like VTubers just like talk about how they sleep or like whatever their sleeping habits are?
Come with me. We will beg Miss Grace to cleanse yourself.
Am I overthinking it?
That's the I'm just sleeping category on Twitch, don't you?
No. I meant like how they sleep, as in like with clothes, what pajamas they wear or whatever.
I mean, Narissa talks about how she doesn't wear clothes when she sleeps.
Yeah.
Does that count? Maybe.
I guess that counts. Y'all sleep?
They
Yeah, I'm
tricked us with
sorry.
their lies and empty promises.
So,
But look,
tragic reveal. We
so many
sleep
precious
occurs.
lives lost for nothing.
I'm sorry, I get sleep. Yeah, they're sleepwear, yeah.
They died for the resurrection of Nukuteo. Isn't it your dream too? To rebuild our home in a land free of humans and their wickedness?
No.
For me, it's always more about the blanket that I sleep on top of. that covers me. That what the fuck am I saying? It's less about what I wear. It's less about what I wear and more what blanket is covering me. If that makes any sense. I don't think it does.
Makes a little
There's
sense.
nothing in this so-called new era that Miss Grace promised us that is worth becoming monsters and corrupting our spirit shells. Our pride must be in ourselves and who we are. The shells around our necks, the words we speak to one another, the way we treat others with kindness.
So almost sleeps in nothing but a blanket then. I sleep at least in minimum panties and a blanket.
More than just how the outsiders can
Because any more clothes and I overheat and I sweat like nothing, like in no tomorrow. And if I'm cold before I go to sleep, honestly, it helps me sleep.
I feel like that's pretty common.
Which I don't think is a good thing. Well, I mean, no, well, going, like, metabolism slowing down before you know, when it gets cold is kind of a common thing, I think.
We will remember them in the songs of Nukateao. No matter whether it's an island or a ship we stand on, as long as we're together, Nukateao, our home, lies beneath our feet.
Aw, this is cute.
Didn't you say you would always have faith in me, Kamutsa? You believed I could lead our people to a better future. Now, I believe in myself too.
Relatable. I'm glad that people say it's relatable and people don't think I'm weird. Mainly because
leader than I ever was.
Yeah.
Tutu.
I know, because like there's so many VTubers who just like talk about like sleeping in their nothing. Genuinely just sleeping in nothing. Uh-oh.
I'm fine, Tutu.
We take sleep seriously. Yeah, I sleep a lot, and much to Brandon's apparent chagrin.
The words you spoke.
I mean, nothing wrong with sleeping 10 hours a day.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that, right?
Just how's that distributed throughout the day?
Don't judge
me.
me.
Missing important things.
I am not missing anything important.
Damn, she thinks her streams aren't
It's the
important.
mask's punishment.
Tragic.
What?
I don't understand.
I'm just saying,
Wow.
sometimes you sleep really late and you're late to
stick
stream
out their most loyal
from your
followers.
naps.
Those who pass the trial can retain their personality and memories. However, if they should show any signs of faltering in their faith, the mask will punish them. Their consciousness will be devoured by the fathomless depths of Arcanum, until they become nothing but a walking corpse, caught in eternal agony.
Oh, no. Evil person with a slow clap. Ah, there she
I am
is.
Stunned by the breadth of your knowledge of our operations, Miss Furton. But I must remind you,
Gotta sleep the entire 25 hours off the
terribly bad
24. Make
manners.
it. Yeah, I wish I could sleep for
Is it
27
any wonder
hours
why our guests look so terrified?
or more.
Though it does
I need to
pique
be.
my
I want to be less sleepy all the time. Please help
Even
me.
with all you said, do they fear us more than they fear death? What a pity, Mr. Kamuda. I had high hopes for you. It seems our friendship has come to an untimely end.
Love it when evil people are evil.
The people here know the truth about your masks. There's no sense trying to deceive them any longer.
Oh, is that so?
Timekeeper, stay behind me.
Oh, what do we have here?
Oh, this reads
How adorable.
like Yuri.
Ever loyal deputy leaps into action. But we're on a tight schedule, and I don't have time to play games.
This is Yuri. This is absolutely Yuri.
There's no power in your shiny
When do you
little
not
badge
feel that
here.
way?
When I see heterosexual people?
Okay.
Mr. Kamuda, Manus Vindicte will forever remember your contribution.
Like, a lot of my attention span goes
Farewell.
straight into Yuri. Like, I hope you
Patricio,
understand that.
watch
And I
out.
think you know that already, actually.
Tu bandva.
Kind of.
What do you mean, kind of?
I don't.
Take my hand. You might feel better.
Yeah, this should be a good comp. Ooh!
Miss Grace deliberately led us here to the deck. But why?
Timekeeper, the fog is thickening by the minute. The low visibility might hinder our ability to use arcane skills.
As suspected. Our attacks can't reach her from this distance.
Please allow me to spearhead the assault.
Be careful, Sonetto.
Well, I'm off to lunch. It's super duper nice meeting you. Later, Francis. Have a good night. And enjoy your
Is Miss
food.
Grace inside? No. This power feels more complex than any person. And much more dangerous.
It's warm, and I'm like, I haven't drank water. I need to drink more water. It's not good.
Drink some water.
I need to drink more water.
Some water.
Okay, I'm back from the water coma.
Timekeeper, the cocoon is
The
affecting the
water
masked guest somehow.
Well, yeah, because when I drink water,
I'm in pain.
I go to sleep. Watch, like the model.
Bruh, they took down the Silk Song trailer from the Steam page. I hate it here.
I saw that. No,
I've
was
been
it from the
waiting-
Steam page or the Nintendo or was it from Nintendo's page?
Understood.
Steam page.
I can't believe you guys got something and then it got taken back.
It's just been like nope debated. Fuck.
How does that happen?
The Team Cherry, I want to let them cook, but also it's like, god damn. Like, hold on, I'm gonna check this. Give me a second.
Like, I genuinely don't understand why it's so bad for you guys. I mean, unless unless it's
For
just
context,
bad.
Kickstarter for Hollow Knight. When did this happen? I'm trying to find the exact date. It had a delivery date of like a digital copy of the game June 2015. And Hollow Knight came out 2 years after that. Not great, but pretty typical for Kickstarter games. It came out in February 2017, but then it got like a bunch of free updates on top of it. I feel like these days it probably would have made way more than fucking like this game didn't get a ton on Kickstarter. It got 57,000 Australian dollars. Like, and that's for a game developed by 3 people.
And that's not like nothing, right?
It's not no money, but it's just like by Kickstarter, considering how big Hollow Knight became, that's not that much money. Like they did not. This isn't like, you know, it's because like it's just kind of ironic because like, you know, Mighty Number 9 comes out and you know,
is bad.
It is bad, and it hit all of its stretch goals and then some. Fucking Indivisible hit all of its stretch goals, and then fucking Lab Zero imploded because Mike Zymont decided to go a little crazy.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
Everybody, let me see your hands up.
A fragment of truth.
I don't know if you can hear me. And then I knocked
No, I
over
can
my
hear you.
trash can full of alcohol.
Are Are you ready to be blinded? Left hands up. Now right hands up.
You have Bloodstained, which did well, and has gotten updates and is a good game overall. Haven't seen anyone be like, yeah, Bloodstained's bad. It's just like they didn't really set the world on fire past the Kickstarter, right? It's like this is for Igavania fans, and that's kind of it. It's not really for anyone else. Like if you like Igavania games specifically, this is for you. If you want a good Metroidvania game, it's like, well, you're already spoiled for choice. You didn't really need this. Like this Kickstarter. So this Kickstarter, it got its funding goal of 35,000 Australian dollars, which was the minimum goal, and then the White Palace expansion, 4 extra quests, a Wii U version, a second playable character, which I don't think they actually ever did that one. I don't think that happened. I don't think you can play. Someone correct me if I'm wrong in chat. I haven't played Hollow Knight, but I don't think you can play as a second character in that game.
I don't think so. That doesn't sound like a thing.
But then they were like a challenge Coliseum with 4 new bosses, a third playable character, a Vita port.
A Vita port?
This was a 2015 Kickstarter. This was kind of standard. There's like a Wii U version in here.
I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just like, I'm surprised that they were even like, oh, yeah, sure. We'll put it on the Wii.
I feel like you could probably port the game to the Vita and it would have played fine because it's like, it's an entirely 2D game.
It must like, probably, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and then there's an expansion called The Abyss, and then there's a bunch of stretch goals that they never revealed, probably just because, like, you know, it you know, they didn't hit the other ones. Why would they reveal more? And it, like, for context, this was part of the Steam Greenlight program.
Right.
Like it was, so this was one of those Kickstarter games where it was like it blew the fuck up, like Shovel Knight almost.
Yeah.
Shovel Knight probably bigger than Hollow Knight, but still, get the point.
Yeah, I mean, considering at least considering Shovel Knight at least, I mean, made like a lot of separate sequels and like a standalone game with a separate character.
It's like, I'm trying to look at some like other Kickstarter games that like really popped off. Oh wait, Kickstarter has their own category of like most funded video game Kickstarters. Okay, Shenmue 3. I'm not gonna talk about that one. Shenmue fans have suffered enough.
That doesn't count in this scenario.
What the fuck is Eugene Chronicle 100 Heroes? I've never heard of this.
Doesn't sound familiar to me.
It's apparently a JRPG. Okay. Okay, the most funded is Shenmue 3. We don't talk about that. Number 2 is Bloodstained, which we already talked about. Then 3 is this JRPG I've never heard of. Number 4, which shocks me, is Torment Tides of Numeria. I feel like I'm the only person who knows what that game even is.
What is that game?
I've
never heard of it.
It's a spiritual successor to Planescape Torment.
Still have no idea. I still have no idea what's going on.
So you know what Planescape Torment is, right?
Okay, yeah.
This is a spiritual successor to that. It's not in the Planescape universe because it's not licensed from Wizards of the Coast because Planescape is a D&D like canon thing.
What a pity.
This seems very similar to what happened with the Dark FromSoft making a game that's not Bloodborne 2.
Yeah, the difference is that, or just technically Dark Souls, you could say the same thing because Dark Souls was like Demon Souls came out and people liked it, but Sony wasn't a fan of it and kind of just didn't care about it to the point to where in the West, Atlas USA published Demon Souls on the PS3, not Sony. Which, very odd, but that's what happened. And then Bandai Namco was like, hey, you guys want some money? And launched the biggest fucking video game ad campaign. Probably one of the most successful video game ad campaigns of that time. I remember the You Will Die ad campaign and it's like burned into my brain. I thought that was the coolest shit when I was in high school.
Edgy.
Well, it was more just like this game's gonna be really hard, and you can't beat this video game, little bitch piss baby boy. And I'm like, yeah, I bet. And then I bought the game, and I'm like, yep, I can't beat it. And then I started wiki diving, and I'm like, I got a little bit further, but I still can't beat the game. Part of that is game. I wasn't nearly as good as games as I am now, and also part of it I think is I genuinely just think compared to later games, Dark Souls 1 has aged actually kind of poorly.
Oh, okay.
A lot of the hard parts of Dark Souls 1 are kind of bullshit that they literally don't have in further titles, and I think that's for its benefit. Like, one of the most... I don't even want to say it's hard, it's really just frustrating, is a boss that is in this, like, shoebox and arena with ads. And it's like... Go fuck yourself, FromSoft. Why did you do that? Like, I can understand the archers as annoying, but that's like one part of a level that you go to once. You get past the archers and then you never see them again. The bosses are like really annoying. Some of the bosses are really annoying or have like annoying mechanics, or just like blatantly like not finished.
Okay.
Like Nakey Jakey, one of his videos, he makes a joke of like, Lost Isles doesn't exist. You made that up. And it's like, yeah. That's kind of how I feel about Lost Isles. But like later, like Dark Souls 2, I haven't played as much of that one, and I mostly played Scholar of the First Sin, which is like kind of a remix of the original game almost. Like, basically, what if we have the same game, but all of the enemy placement is different, and some of the bosses get redone? And that's what Scholar of the First Sin is for Dark Souls 2. And then Dark Souls 3 is like great. I think that game still holds up really well. And then Elden Ring is just mwah, chef's kiss. And Bloodborne is also very good, but Bloodborne is also a lot. It is very different. There's a little bit of Bloodborne in Elden Ring and Dark Souls 3, but Bloodborne is so unique and nothing has really ripped that off yet. Even other FromSoft games. Well, I guess Dustbloods might be the Bloodborne 2 I prayed for and long have given up hope of ever seeing.
Considering my history with the Bloodborne games, or with the crab game, do you think I would enjoy Dark Souls
I might have
games?
to go back and rewatch your VOD. I think it's like the
I
game
enjoyed
is
crab
punishing.
game, so
I think because crab game, it's like your primary weapon's the same the whole game, right? Like you're really just changing your shell.
Yeah, you're mainly just changing your shell, I think.
I think for me, a lot of the fun of Dark Souls and the others and the Soulsborne games is you are not just you are overcoming a challenge and an epic challenge, but it's also the story, which is given to you in like primarily through item descriptions. Although like there are cutscenes and dialogue, but if you want to know the full story, you have to seek it out, which is kind of fun. There's a big emphasis on exploration, even in the more linear titles, and then there's the building, like building a character, making a build, and Elden Ring is perfect if you love just making builds, because like Bloodborne more so than Elden Ring, but Elden Ring is big on the fashion souls, just like I'm gonna make a character that just looks cool, and then
fashion.
The only thing you're really upgrading is your weapons and your spells. Actually, I don't think you upgrade spells, do you? I think it's you just upgrade the summons. The spells don't really upgrade. You're really upgrading yourself and your weapons, I guess. And then your summons, which, if someone tells you you're bad at freezing summons, tell them to shut up. But yeah, like I think you can talk to Jill about it, but like Jill would one time I watched her play Elden Ring, and she was like using like dual wielding like blood swords, and it looked really cool. It did not look like a thing that I would enjoy running, but she seemed to be having a good time.
Okay.
Don't play.
Oh wait, no, I'm starting to remember now. I think the thing with the Nether Crab's treasure was that it was the shells were more magic, and you gained different weapons, sort of, as you kept going, or you gained more like tools. I think is the better way to explain it. I don't know. We might need to replay it.
But
I mean, a new game plus is coming soon, so good excuse. Yeah.
But yeah, it seems like another crab treasure. Like I watched a lot of a Dark Souls, like prominent Dark Souls content creator, like review it, and he thought it was really good. There's also a lot of games that are like Souls-like games that are not made by FromSoft, like I think it's called like hold on, Souls. I can't remember.
I'm starting to think I should probably just play another Crab's Treasure again.
Maybe. Liza P, Remnant 2, I'm told, is like it. I've seen some people say Hollow Knight is kind of a Souls-like game, and I kind of get where they're coming from because Dark Souls games are really just Metroidvanias that are in 3D. They are Dark Souls 1 is a 3D Castlevania game, just straight up.
Ooh.
It is the 3D Castlevania game Konami wishes they could have made. Bullshit and all. But what else do we got here? Some of these games I haven't played enough to really like agree with the statement. But like Code Vein, definitely Code Vein. Salt and Sanctuary. Lords of the Fallen.
Miss Grace,
there's this game, it's like where you're a cyborg with like a mix. The Surge and the Surge 2 are Souls-like. Neo is a Souls-like.
I'm starting to feel like I should like do a thing where I'm like Alma tries Souls-likes as like a thing.
If you, I feel like that'd be a good bit. I would be down to. I'd say just either you could, if you want to dip into it with other people, is wait for the Elden Ring like Shadow whatever the fuck
the
it's
multiplayer
called,
thing.
Yeah, wait for the multiplayer game. It will not be, I'm sure, representative of the experience.
That just sounds
actual Elden Ring.
From my understanding, I'm like that just is Monster Hunter. I'm pretty sure. That would just be Monster Hunter.
I mean, it might be how I get into Monster Hunter.
Please, do you want to just play Monster Hunter?
How you describe Monster Hunter is how I envision certain Souls-like bosses, like the big boy bosses that are not just like a guy.
I mean, yeah, it kind of is.
There are a lot of a guy bosses in the Souls games that are really good. Shout out to my homie, the Nameless King. Go fuck yourself and burn in hell.
A lot of the bosses in, I mean, all the monsters in Monster Hunter are all unique in some way.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we have dragon, but there's also blind leopard thing that looks like a dragon, a T-Rex that looks like a pickle, a T-Rex that looks like a giant fucking thing of concrete, a hermit crab with a skull as its shell.
What? Okay, let me go back to the Kickstarter games.
What if I just showed you a bunch of Monster Hunter monsters and you rated them?
I'd be down to do that sometime. Okay. Project Eternity, which became Pillars of Eternity, which I believe was fairly well received. Mighty Number 9, which we do not need to talk about.
We don't talk about, right?
We don't need to talk about crying like an anime fan on prom night.
Crying like an anime fan on prom night.
There was some Double Fine game, which I think I remember that. It was like a Tim Schafer game. It was like a point-and-click adventure game. Then there's Ashes of Creation, which is like an MMO, and I don't think that came out. I think that game doesn't exist still.
Okay.
Let me check that. I am correct. This game is still not out yet. When was the Kickstarter for this? The Kickstarter was in 2016. Oh no. It was funded in June 2017.
Oh no.
No, they've been raiding for 10 years.
Oh no.
No. Anyway, Wasteland 2. The only bad stuff I heard about Wasteland 2 was basically it's like people thought it was going to be Fallout. Like, what if Black Isle Studios never shut down and kept making Fallout games? And it was not that. And that was entirely not due to the developers setting that expectation. It was entirely due to fans. But I've heard Wasteland 3 was well reviewed, but that wasn't a Kickstarter game. Something called My Time at Evershine, which is apparently a cozy RPG. I have never fucking heard of this. When did this
cozy RPG, and you mentioned it. Oh wait, are we talking about Kickstarter games, not Dark Soulsies?
Kickstarters, yeah.
Okay, okay.
I'm going through. I pivoted back to the Kickstarters. The Myst 25th Anniversary Collection, which that's like it's a remaster of Myst. Who gives a shit?
But before I go,
the BattleTech game, which is like a tactics game, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, so this My Time at Evershine is like a recent thing. It appears. It's a Chinese game.
Goodbye, my dear guests.
Is this like an MMO or like a dating
Thank
game?
you all for this unforgettable journey.
I think this is a romance style game. Like okay, wait, okay, it looks like it's like
That came from the engine room.
they have like some chick being Cabadon by a big muscle man.
Go see what you can from the deck, Charlie.
Okay, this appears to be like a visual novel, like crafting survival game, like where you build like a city with your homies with like the Fortnite fucking building tools.
Blow the hole straight to the starboard
They
hole.
kind of look like the Fortnite building tools, which is whatever. I don't care about that.
Love Fortnite. No, I don't.
I mean, it looks okay. It's supposed to come out spring 2016. It probably won't because like that's just how Kickstarter games are. I've never heard of a Kickstarter game that actually delivered on time.
Yeah.
Then after that is something called Armed Fantasia and Penny, which I've never heard of. This is apparently a double Kickstarter, which I didn't even know was a thing and sounds super cursed. I hate that.
What's a double Kickstarter?
It's a funding for two different things, I guess, in one Kickstarter.
The fuck?
It's a game where you like play as a bounty hunter. It looks like.
Help us, Miss Barcarola.
These games have totally different art styles too. I do not understand why this exists. This is super
from the
weird.
Foundation or whatever? You said you'd protect us.
They're not even the same type of game, I don't think. One of these is like a turn-based JRPG, and I can't
Please
tell
line
what
up,
this other one
everyone.
is.
My suitcase should be able to temporarily
One of them
shelter
takes
some
place in like a
passengers.
Western punk, and the other one takes place in the Roaring '20s in Times
Do you know
Square.
how many passengers are aboard?
Like, what? Like, maybe it's the same developer, but I don't know why you'd have one kick.
But I think many
I
of
don't
them
know.
will be injured.
And then
don't
there's
know
something
how well they
called
can move.
Puff Pals Island Skies, which appears to be like
My
another
suitcase
like
alone won't be
cozy
able to
core
transfer
farm
that many
simulator
people in time.
game. Then there's Elite Dangerous, which is a space sim, which I have mixed opinions on, but it has an audience. People like it.
We have talked.
There's a Homestuck adventure game. I'm not gonna even talk about that. I don't even want to know. Stormgate, which is currently not doing well, but hey, I'm hoping they'll turn it around. Hex MMO trading card game. I don't even know what this is, and I don't care.
Please come in.
Then Friday Night
Currently
Funkin',
aboard
the
cruise ship
full-ass
Free
game.
Breeze at coordinates 55,
I have not heard amazing things about this, but it came out. They released
the
it.
engine has been destroyed by Manus Vindicta. and the
Camelot
ship is taking the
Unchained,
water
which is
fast.
a
There are more than
RVR-focused
1,600 passengers
MMORPG.
aboard, but we won't be able to evacuate every passenger
Planetary
in the suitcase alone
Annihilation,
before the
which
ship
I
goes
believe is
under.
like a still in
We are in
progress
need
like
of immediate
RTS
rescue.
game. Then there was the Wonderful 101 Remastered, which is it came out. It is the Wonderful 101 on PC and Steam and Xbox and Switch. If you didn't like it before, you won't like it now. But it's available. It's not trapped on the Wii U forever,
I believe our
which is a
friends may be
plus.
in need of help.
Of course.
Okay.
What else do we have here? Wonderful 101 Remastered.
The Wonderful 101 is a good game, so
yes,
it's cool.
Subverse, which
I don't have an opinion on. Do you have an opinion on? I feel like you'd have a great opinion on Subverse.
I think it's pretty solid for what it is. It knew what it wanted to be, and it was completely okay with being what it was. And I think that's all I really ask of this type of game.
Good thinking, Miss Margarola.
I just ask that they be honest with what they are.
You're a natural-born captain.
What else do we have?
That was an incredibly politician-y statement. Good job. You've made it. You've done it.
We have Star Citizen.
You've avoided my minefield.
Star Citizen. If you want to spend $10,000 on a ship that doesn't exist yet, by all means, go right ahead. Pathfinder: Wrath of the Righteous, goated. Only problem: lots of trash fights. Please don't put trash fights in the next game. Just don't, please. But otherwise, very good game. Play Pathfinder: Wrath of the Righteous. You don't have to know Pathfinder rules. I hear they're very confusing. And then there's Divinity: Original Sin 2, which this led to Larian making Baldur's Gate 3. So I don't think I really need to say more than that. Other than, like, it's very good. Nearly everything that you think is awesome about Baldur's Gate 3 was probably first in Divinity: Original Sin 2.
That sounds right from
It
my
kind of put them on the map. The cross saves across platforms, the fucking I can pick a pre-made character and they appear in the world, or I cannot and they appear in the world. Every character line is voice acted. Every decision matters. Me and my co-op partner can go into different loading zones and the game just keeps working. Which again is just insane.
Yeah.
It's insane that an indie company did this even with Kickstarter money. Let's see. Whack Fu Season 5, which is not a video game. I don't know why that's here. Something called Shroud of the Avatar.
How did we get into this tangent anyway? I just realized
I was talking about Hollow Knight and Silksong.
Oh.
And then I was just looking at other Kickstarter games.
Did well, Apostle.
I could stop.
No, it's fine. I just forgot why we were talking about it.
See, Kingdom Come Deliverance. I didn't know that was a Kickstarter game. Shadowrun Returns.
These are splendid.
Trying to look for games that
the overflow of
I didn't know were Chronicles of Illyria, which I also think is a good game. Wait, Iron Harvest was a Kickstarter game? Shit, I didn't know that. I would have respected that game way more if I had known that.
Bruh.
It's like a real-time strategy game that is you play as 1920s diesel punk mechs.
Oh yeah, I know the art from it. I really love the art.
The art's really good and the story's kind of interesting, but maybe this is the SC2 snob in me, but it is incredibly frustrating every time I pick up an RTS game that I love nearly everything else about, and then it's just the pathfinding.
Oh, the pathfinding's
lame. The pathfinding feels like something from 20 years ago, and I don't understand this. StarCraft 2 has been out since 2010, and there is no excuse anymore. Just use swarms. Just use flocking. Please. Just do it. Nike, just do it.
Maybe part of it is the fact that they have to remake it not remake.
Other word. Important role in our upcoming plans.
Well, the problem these days is nobody fucking knows how to make RTS games anymore because all those people don't work at the companies that made those games anymore, with the exception of Relic, who made the Company of Heroes and Dawn of War games.
Thank you.
I think they're currently working on the Age of Empires 4, I believe. Age of Empire. Who made Age of Empires 4? That may not have been Relic.
I don't know either.
I'm looking it up. It was Relic, yeah. So it's and they also made the original Homeworld games. I don't think they made the new one. I hope they didn't make the new one. They did not make the new one. Thank God. The new every review I saw of the new Homeworld was very bad. It was a very much, you guys did not understand what people liked about this, and you kind of fucked it up.
Ooh. Spooky.
It's hard to see here. Please hold on to each other and follow the sound of my music.
Thank you so much, Miss Barcarola. If it weren't for you, we never would have survived.
What is Project Sekai?
Miku.
Okay, I'm just looking, I'm scrolling through Twitter, which is a mistake, I know, but it says, this one person tweeted out, Miku movie #1 worst theater experience. This was nonstop for 30 minutes left early. Can I just get some pity retweets so I can get something out of this miserable experience? And it's basically just like...
Oh, girls screaming constantly?
Girls screaming in the theater, and the quote retweet is sentenced to 2 hours in a room with Project Sekai fans.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I don't understand why you'd scream for an animated character on a that you're not.
No, they were
live even.
It was like concert energy at a movie theater, which is the opposite of what you do.
It's not even like what that thing where they record a concert or.
No, it's an animated. It's a whole animated movie.
It's an animated movie with a story and dialogue. It doesn't matter that it's subtitled.
To make amends for what happened earlier.
Oh, how could I forget? Undertale was a Kickstarter game that also blew up.
The Free Breeze will not abandon any of its passengers.
Dang, I forgot that was the case for Undertale.
Yeah.
Cool.
A lot of the games here, like Pathfinder Kingmaker, which came out before Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, was also apparently crowdfunded, as was just the original Divinity original.
And I suppose the acting captain.
Rivals 2 was crowdfunded. I think I knew about that. Sea of Stars was crowdfunded, which I did not know. Battle Chasers Night War, I knew about that one. Why is there a romance VN called Touch Starved?
I feel like I've heard of that.
Shantae Half Genie Hero. I remember that because I actually backed that one, I'm pretty sure.
I don't think I backed that one, but...
It wasn't perfect, but I thought it was a good game. It wasn't a bad Shantae game. Shantae just kind of has the problem of they put out a game that had better mechanics, that wanted it to be gimmicky, and it had better mechanics than the base game. And the problem is the gimmick game is like, people want the controls and like the mechanics of the gimmick game, and they have to go back to the core identity of the series, which is you're transforming into things by doing belly dances.
Which was cute, and it's so cute.
It's cute, and I like it, and it's good idea. And then they made Pirate's Curse, and Pirate's Curse you don't do that. In Pirate's Curse you like just use the item and it just does the thing that you want it to do, and it's like, oh, you kind of just made like peak. Not that the other games are bad, it's just like, damn. They have kind of tried to kind of find a middle ground where it's like they'll add like a risky mode and you can play as risky and she just has those mechanics, but still. Okay, Sinking City 2, Hyperlight Drifter. Oh yeah, Monster Prom 2. I think some of the Monster Prom games were, and Monster Camp and Monster whatever, were all... Oh god, Yog Ventures is still on here.
Oh god.
Temtem.
It's just like what Papa and Mama
Everspace
said.
2. The official English release of Clannad. Zero Space. Oh god, Clang. Do we remember Clang? We probably remember a bit from the trailer in Clang.
What's Clang?
Clang was like a sword fighting game, and it's where the gif of like Gabe Newell hammering a crowbar saying these things, they take time, comes from.
Oh.
If I remember correctly. Let me double check here. It is also ironic that that game did not come out.
As much as I tried to deny it, I suppose
It got
my heart is still there with
$500,000.
them.
Money!
Papa, Mama, and Cremona.
I'm starting to feel like when I play games that aren't necessarily entertaining, they just kind of turn into just chattings with the game in the background, which is cool.
Are you admitting this game is boring?
I'm not admitting that this game is boring. I'm admitting that this game is not a good streaming game.
Congratulations, timekeeper.
I mean, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's like Bloons Tower Defense. Like, there's not really anything to comment on. You just, like, play the game and, like,
Indeed. I've just reported our findings to Laplace.
But yeah, so, like, I remember this game because it, like, had a big trailer and there's, like, an author who, like, knows a lot about swordsmanship and he wanted to make, like, a accurate swords fighting game.
Speaking of the
And, like, somehow finding a way to translate like real life sword fighting techniques into a fun video game, and like using like elaborate mocap, and it had this like really elaborate trailer where it was like showing a lot of like stuff like, you know, a dude reading a book and then he's like has like a chainmail helmet and like someone's taking like a grinder to the helmet just because for the funny.
Yeah.
And then like he walks past and it's like talking about like how long it's gonna take. And
he goes, these things, they take time.
Let me see him. Here, I can find it. Yeah. He's like walks into like a where there's like a kiln and like there's like a anvil and like Gabe Newell's standing there hammering a crowbar. And the guy walks up to Gabe Newell and he says, "Is that about ready?" And he says these things, they take time. And not only is it ironic because again we do not have a Half-Life 3 to this day. I guess we got Alex. But we fucking that fucking Clang game never came out either.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
But yeah. It seems like one of those things that's just like the technology, the team, and maybe the concept were just too ambitious for what could actually be delivered. And it's kind of a shame because normally you just waste investors' money with that, and in this case you're wasting
Kickstarter money.
People. Yeah, and it kind of sucks because I don't think it was poorly intended, and I don't think it was like part of me wants to be like, I always feel bad criticizing game companies that try to do something different because it's like you tried to do something different and it didn't work out, and I feel bad, but at the same time it's like, god damn, like you
I've never heard that song before.
Saga, Mind Wave, which isn't out yet, so
No.
we'll see if that's good. Hopefully that's good. Did you play the Mind Wave demo?
I don't think so, no.
It's like it's like WarioWare. I think the demo's still up if you want to just try it out, but it's WarioWare. You don't really need any further explanation.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's all I need to know.
It's WarioWare. It's like somebody made like their own full-on WarioWare DIY campaign.
Right.
Shout out to all my WarioWare DIY homies out there. You're a real one.
Oh, this is a side story.
Do you know about WarioWare DIY? Maybe not.
Yes, I remember it, and I think it was cool.
It's like you had Scratch for basically Scratch for your programming of the games. Yeah,
it was good. Okay. I think that's all for tonight, mainly because the story is good. I finally did the entire story for this. And I need to play all the other stuff to catch up before this event ends, but you know, whatever. So let's, I guess, end here. A little bit late too. So thank you guys for tuning in. I very much appreciate it. Thank you, Brandon, for hanging out with me and keeping me company. Otherwise, I would have embarrassed and cringed myself into oblivion. So that's always great. So thank you.
cringe yourself into a singularity.
Yeah,
all
I
day,
just
every
kind of
day.
cringe more than like lemon pucker. Just go into a circle. Anyway, it's gonna be that for the evening. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys say before you go, have a wonderful rest of your evening. Bye now.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Oh, this never works right anymore. What happened to this?
What happened? OBS trolling.
Yeah, no, it breaks, and I don't know why it breaks.
Maybe it's something to do with the dual PC setup.
No, this is single PC today.
Okay.
I have a feeling, I think it's just a shader. I just need to do a shader update or something.
Shader.
I'll do that later.